Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more Trails Through Daybreak. Pharaoh Fiasco here. Last episode, we started on the Tharbad stuff, and on the ride over, we actually had a very interesting and a lot franker than I was expecting conversation on race, just like in general, not even fantasy racism.
Let me ask you something.
Aside from some extremely weird comments about Heiwei towards the end, I liked it. Looking for that infamous little thief, huh? I've definitely heard people talk about her. Can't say she's come to pay me a visit, though. Knowing Faziel, he probably doesn't want to press charges on her, right? Between you, me, and the post, I think that's going too easy on her. Honestly, I think so too. The way I figure, if there are no consequences for what she's done, then she'll grow up to be completely amoral. But the whole reason why Faziel doesn't want to turn her in is because that's not the case. Otherwise, he'd be a thief, right? Not that I'm one to talk. I'm not the best role model either. Oh, is it gonna turn out that nobody in the bazaar has a leg to stand on when it comes to this? Well, we still appreciate what you had to share. Thanks, buddy. And have we... Okay, Rasham, I'm like, have we bought anything from him? But he's the one selling literal actual hookahs. So no, we haven't bought anything from him.
Can we talk?
So, what do you got? You're asking about that shoplifter? Yes, I've heard of her. She's never been to my stall, however, so I don't know much about her. Right, you're not selling any food. A bracer actually asked me something similar earlier. I wonder what happened to her after that. You said a bracer talked to you? What did they ask? It was a while back, but I believe they were investigating how much damage she had caused. Personally, I have a really hard time seeing such a young girl struggling so badly. I pray that someone, be it a bracer or whoever, finds her and gets her the help she needs. I absolutely agree, ma'am. Thank you for your time. Sounds like the guild has been looking into this too. Sure does. All the more reason for us to go and pay a visit to the local branch and see what we can learn.
Oh, come and see if you'd like.
You won't find this just anywhere.
And camel meat guy.
Hey there.
Yeah, we've already got camel meat guy stuff.
Can we talk?
Now, oh yeah, I know the girl you're looking for, alright? She's in here constantly. Last I saw her was 2 days ago, I think. Wow, that's really recent. She looked desperate. You can tell she's going through a real rough patch. Her clothes are filthy. I can't not help a kid who's clearly just trying to survive, you know? So the trick is, I make some food for her and she gets to steal it. Awfully generous for someone who's been targeted by her. You don't think she should be apprehended or something? Don't get me wrong, it'd be better for everyone if she stopped stealing from my shop. Last thing I need is word getting around that I'm some kind of easy mark and more organized thieves getting ideas. But I don't have the heart to stand here and watch a little girl starve right in front of me, so I try to do what I can. Take good care of her when you find her, okay? I trust the bazaar manager will come up with something. Is Faziel not the bazaar manager? Of course, we're all on the same team. Thank you for talking to us.
You won't find this just anywhere.
And that's almost it. The camel. Ooh, it's so camel-y and looks so delicious. Camel steaks, I did end up looking up camel steaks after the last episode.
Let me ask you something.
They look pretty good. I definitely think if they were cooked, I might have to start. This is going to sound blasphemous, but not any more blasphemous than the comments I made on the previous episode. But I definitely would have to have it well done first. I'm not sure about, I just want to make sure I don't have any adverse reactions to undercooked foreign animal meat. But you know what? After that, after I don't die from that, let's see where things go. Oh, I know the girl you must be talking about. She sneaks into my shop all the time. How often would you say she tries to steal stuff from you, ma'am? And how much, too? That'd be good to know. Let me think. I'd say she comes here about every other day. She never takes a lot. She's just a child. She can only carry so much. So, you know for a fact that you're dealing with a loner? She's not in any kind of gang or anything like that? No, I've never seen her working with anybody else. She's always by herself. To be honest, I do feel for her. You hate to see someone so young live like that. Hopefully, either the police or the temple can take her in soon and give her the help she needs. That's what we're trying to make happen, ma'am. Thanks for talking to us. You've been a big help.
Need some spices.
So that's everybody down here. Now let's take a look at the guild. I am very interested to see Tharbadian guild members. Oh, they're grooving. Yeah. All right. Ooh, and more stuff. Oh, this is where we came from. Never forget where we came from. Let's go ahead and go. Oh, here's the guild. Okay, I got completely turned around. She reminds me of Sully. But Sully is definitely like a foot taller now. Receptionist Jabril. And then you got Buddy Boy the second.
Come on, I'm begging you.
Buddy Boy the third. And Random Lady. Alright. Yeah, I figured there wouldn't be anybody we recognize here. Oh, are you guys from Arkride Solutions? The ones those 4 SPGs are supposed to be for? Is she about to get on us for muscling in on their turf? I've been hearing a lot of talk about you guys since you came into town. You have, huh? Guess word travels pretty fast in these parts. It does, although the main branch told me about you all as well, so I'm a little familiar with you already. Including what you guys got up to over in Longport. Apparently, you were even more capable than expected, and I like how the guild offices still have the old landline orbment phones. Well, would you look at that? Sounds like the guild's giving us some props. About time, if you ask me. Aren't you? Hold on, Aaron. We put in the work for this. This is your first time out in the field for real, so calm down. Yeah, but that also means we now got a reputation to maintain with these people, especially in light of what's going on. Not that we mind taking a load off the guild, ain't the first time, but don't expect us to take everything. We still reserve the right to decide. I understand. We appreciate you being so upfront about it. Don't worry, we'll be careful in what we choose to pass on to you. We simply appreciate your ability to handle some of our load and delegate responsibilities among yourselves as needed. As you can imagine, we have more on our plate than simply providing security for the festival and sorting out any tourist problems. Sounds like the guild could be investigating something on their end too. All the more reason to help them out. Not only will they owe us a favor or two, we might be able to get some intel out of them. So now we can throw this topic at her.
Let me ask you something.
What you got? Yes, that's right. We're aware of a thief in the area. One of our bracers said they managed to catch a glimpse of her previously. But they haven't seen hide nor hair of her while patrolling the city since. So it's been at least a few days since anyone's seen her. But everyone keeps talking about how she only shows up once every few days. So we're due for a thieving. So the guild's on the lookout for her. That's good to know. Sounds like it could be pretty tough to find her. Do you mind if we ask if the guild has a plan for what to do with her if you find her again? Initially, we were planning to take her into custody, of course. But Fazil and some of the merchants asked us not to be too harsh with her. So, for the time being, we've been hands-off about it. That's pretty much what Fazil told us too, that he'd rather settle it privately. Which is fair. If the merchants want to try and resolve it themselves, we can't butt in. I hope that answers your questions. Good luck with your search. Thanks. We've got our way of figuring these things out. We'll make it work. Well, time to find someone else to talk to. Let's go. And we've got one more conversation to be had. There's no other vendors, which makes sense. We're out of the bazaar now. Oh, this is the temple. Nice. Aaron lollygagging as usual.
Let me ask you something.
A serial shoplifter around the bazaar. Yes, I've heard about her. In fact, I've sent people into the bazaar to try and look for her. So she's not orphaned here then. If this young girl is committing crimes because she has nowhere else to go, it's our duty to take her in and give her refuge. That's so kind of you. How did the search go? One person did manage to see her, but only once. She's vanished into the ether since. It pains me to think we aren't able to help her. If only we could find her and at least talk to her about her circumstances. Alas. Wow, she must be pretty determined if she's trying that hard not to get caught. Thanks for talking to us, Father. We really appreciate it. Whew, I think that's finally all of the places we wanted to visit. Yeah, let's go back to the bazaar and go over everything we heard. Uh-oh, I should have saved. Well, I can just reload. Alright, I think we've dug up about as much as we're going to find. Based on what we know, we can probably assume this girl has no friends or family. None living, anyway. She seems to live on her own and looks after herself and no one else. And she's pretty damn good at swiping stuff. Takes skill to avoid getting noticed by people from both the guild and temple outside of that handful of times. Which means it's not going to be easy to find her. Don't worry, you've got me, remember? I'm sure if we work together we can nab her. One would hope. She might be better than average, but we are still dealing with a kid here. It shouldn't be impossible. Right. Now that we know the score, we should try setting up a stakeout. She doesn't know we're looking for her, so with any luck, she might come out of hiding if we wait long enough. You really think, dude? How the hell do we know she's even going to show up today, let alone when? We don't, but two of the shopkeepers we talked to did mention that they last saw her 2 days ago. Enough time has passed that she might need to come out and forage again. I think it's worth a try. That's my opinion too. As for where we'll set up shop, let's talk to the stall owners who saw her before. With any luck, we can all work together. Alright. So we can pick one of two spots.
Need some spices, perhaps?
Let's do this guy.
Just anywhere.
We meet again. Need something else? We do, in fact, need something else. Yeah, it's about that shoplifter we mentioned earlier. There's something we wanted to discuss with you and the other owner across the street. Could you come with me? Yeah, no problem. Van and the others split up to talk to each of the shopkeepers. They explained their plan to try and catch the shoplifter. Basically, knowing what we do now, we want to set up a stakeout within the bazaar and see if she turns up. Would you two mind if we hid inside your shops to keep an eye out?
Oh, go right ahead. You'll be doing us a favor.
Yeah, what she said. Plus, the manager hired you guys. Of course we trust you, and would be happy to work with you.
Thank goodness. We're glad you understand. Thanks to you both so much.
Okay, with that settled, let's split up and get to work. Agnes and Farida, you take one stall. You, punk, are sticking with me. We'll set up shop in the other stall. Hope you don't regret bringing me along, Chief. Now you have to deliver and show me how good you are.
We've got this, Fairy. Yeah, we'll catch her, no sweat.
Alright. Who's the girl? Oh, I was about to say, who's the girl hiding? But that's our mark.
That girl over there. Could she be the one? She does look really cautious of her surroundings, like a thief would when scoping a place out. She's so small. It's sad she has to steal so much in order to survive.
Hey, she's coming this way. That works out nicely for us. Once we see her steal something, we'll close in and nab her. Well, that's all the shopping I need done for today. On a different note, the film festival sure has brought an awful lot of people into town. This place already gets hot. Now it's going to feel stuffy everywhere you go because of all the crowds. What a bother.
Maybe so, but I certainly can't complain about having more customers. I'm happy they're here.
Alright. The pickpocket slipped an apple into her bag when she thought nobody was looking. Dang, kid, you really are as smooth with your hands as I've been led to believe. We were instantly on her. As soon as that apple left her hand to go into the bag, we materialized next to her. There's no need to be scared. We're what you might call problem solvers. We're not here to turn you over to the cops or anything like that. We just want to talk for a bit, that's all. Like it or not, we need you to come with us. With a quick feint, the girl managed to sneak straight past Van. Van, with all his history and all his moves, can't one-up a pickpocket. Hey! How's it feel letting a little kid give you the slip? Van, is everything okay? And as soon as Van F's up, they materialize right next to him. I saw that girl run towards the inn. Don't worry, old man. We'll clean your mess up. Let's move, girls. So, do we have to find her now?
The street's pretty crowded. How will we ever figure out where she went?
That must be the idea. Blend into all these people and go out unnoticed. Hell, if it's gonna work on a couple of pros like us, though. Gotcha, you little punk! Oh! I was like, what the heck is he talking about? But she is indeed right there. What the? Whoa! Damn! How the hell is she so slippery?
Did she literally just jump out of that tarp and stop running on it?
She's pulling a Xenoblade Chronicles too. Oh boy, I can already tell she's gonna drag this thing out.
Let me go after her next. I can handle heights just fine. I'll get her for you guys. She might be light on her feet, but she's not as light as this proud Kruga warrior.
Whoa, Fairy's on her!
Quit running! I promise you want to hear what we have to say, really! Hey, don't go wasting food like that either!
That's all it took to give Fairy the slip?
I'm so embarrassed. She managed to shake me off too.
You should have forgotten the apple and stayed on her tail. What were you thinking? It's literally one apple.
But she stole it. I thought it would be terrible for stolen food to go to waste like that.
Oh, Fairy.
That's really admirable of you, Fairy. I think it's important to keep stuff like that in mind too.
She made a break for the entertainment district, which might actually be a blessing in disguise. Right, there won't be very many young kids on their own around there. She'll be easier to spot. That area is a lot more wide open, so she won't have nearly as many places she can slip into easily. This will be our chance to finally surround her and take her in. Everybody ready?
For sure.
Agnes is probably going to be the one to finally corner her. There she is, over there. Right, she's been running all this time. And she can keep going, yeah. Humans evolved to be pretty good endurance runners.
I don't see her anywhere, but she had to have run into this parking lot.
We're in luck if so. It's a dead end. She'll have nowhere else to go. Let's split up and search for her while keeping the exit sealed off. She won't get away this time. I'll guard the entryway then. No way in Gehenna she'll get past me.
I think I'll go with them. 2 guards are better than 1.
Sounds good. In that case, Agnes, you and I will search the perimeter. Keep a close eye out for her. She could pop out and try to book it at any time. And yeah, I feel like Agnes, she's gonna try the you catch more flies with honey than vinegar strategy.
Right, we'll catch her for sure.
Rather than surprising her and yelling at her or something like that. And thank you, green triangle marks the... Wait, there's another one? That must be a different 4SPG. Gotcha.
There she is. It's the thief.
I'll circle around from the right. You flank her the other way, all right?
Okay. Here you are. We finally found you. Do we really have to keep running? You must be exhausted at this point. Can we at least sit down and talk? There's someone who's really concerned about you. You shouldn't be stealing like this. Yeah, right. Why should I believe you?
Will you give it a rest already? We're trying to do right by you. You're not getting away from us. Just grow up and turn yourself in already. Running only makes it worse.
How can I let this happen?
She didn't let it happen, she really tried. After much effort, Van and company apprehended the shoplifter and got in touch with Fazil. The group decided to rent a room so they could have a place to talk to the young girl. We couldn't just bring her back. Well, I guess she might swipe something from one of our thingamabobs. She is a known thief. Alright, now that we finally get to meet, why don't you tell us your name? Can you do that? There's no getting away now, kid. You have nothing else to lose. You might as well talk.
My name's Sinem. I know it's bad to steal from the bazaar, but I'm not sorry about it.
There you go, Sinem, standing on business.
If I have to steal so I don't die, then I'll steal as much as I have to. Period. That's fair in its way. It sounds like you really don't have much of a choice.
Aye, it's reasonable enough. In that case, let me ask you another question. Where's your family? How have you been living up to this point?
My mom and I used to live in the country, but eventually we ran out of money, so we had to move to find work. Ever since my mom got sick and died, I've been alone. I used to do random jobs while going from place to place.
Sounds kind of like the breadwinner.
Oh, Sinem, I'm so sorry, but you could have gone to the temple. They would have helped you. In fact, it might not be too late now. Maybe they'll still take you in.
Mukhtar seemed like a pretty stand-up guy. Exactly. That's what I also thought.
You guys must be joking. I'm more than just a thief, you know. I've done all kinds of bad stuff in order to survive, like delivering sketchy packages for people.
Well, it's not anything. I mean, she'd make for a good spriggan, I guess.
Someone like me doesn't deserve to be taken in.
Oh, now you act all noble and mature. Some logic you've got there, kid.
Whatever. Are we done talking now? Just turn me over to the cops and get it over with already. You're wasting my time.
Dang, Fazil's about it. No, I'm not going to turn you in. I brought these people in on this precisely to avoid that outcome.
Huh?
Now, I'm not sure what to do. I was originally going to talk to the temple and ask them to look after her. What do you think? What should I do about her? Good question. Let me think. We could use some law points. Try as she might to resist, leaving her with the temple is still probably the safest bet. If not that, she at least needs someone who can rein her in and set her straight. Let's have him take her in. That should have been how it ended the whole time, honestly. I definitely agree that with a personality like hers, she'd have a real tough time fitting in over at the temple. Would you be open to taking her in yourself? Actually, I thought about that as well. We have an empty apartment we normally rent out for caravans that's going unoccupied, so she'd still have a place to stay. This was definitely the chaos option though, but that's all right. I can mess up the parallel I've got going on here to help out Sinem. You know what? I'll do it. This must be Arusha's hand at work. I'd be happy to be your guardian for a while and see where we go from there. I'll even have you come work with us in the bazaar.
Say what? Who would want a thief working there? Especially with everything I've taken. Oh, I get it. You just want to feel good about yourself for being so kind to some poor little girl who's down on her luck. Is that it? If that's all you think about me, I'll stay on my own and steal to survive. Thank you very much.
I was once in your shoes, believe it or not. There was this nosy merchant who couldn't keep to himself. So, Fazil only survived because of the kindness of somebody else. He took me in, gave me a place to stay, taught me how to work, and eventually I ended up in charge of the whole bazaar. I've always wanted to give something back for getting a second chance. And yes, I see that opportunity in you, Sinem. You may think my offer is insincere. Honestly, that's fair, but I think it's still the right thing to do for your situation, one way or the other.
It's okay. I'm sure once you talk to the stall owners and explain your situation to them, they'll let you stay. You're going to have to be a little brave, but it's a chance to make a fresh start. I think it'll be worth it.
What she said. If you don't want to get too familiar with the cops, now's the time to start getting your act together. It sounds like you don't exactly enjoy living the way you do anyway, so what's the harm in taking him up on the offer? And who knows, in a couple of decades, you'll definitely be running this bazaar yourself.
When you guys put it like that, I guess I can't refuse.
You don't have anything to refuse for.
Alright, I'll work in your freaking bazaar since you insist. I mean, if you really want me, that is.
Of course I do! We're happy to have you on board.
Whew, that solves that.
Finally, that girl sure made us earn our keep. Don't I know it? Thanks for going to all that trouble. I really appreciate it. Now, it's my turn to do the heavy lifting and support her. We've got a long road ahead of us, starting with getting the whole bazaar on board. But one way or another, we'll make it work.
I bet you will. Good luck, mister.
Thanks. I'll never forget what you all have done for both of us.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
3,500. Okay, that was a great option, and we still got our law rank. Nice.
Just a quick break, that's all.
And with that done and dusted, let's see who's up next. Oh, we can go ahead and start handing these out.
I'll treasure it.
Both of these for Agnes?
Aw, you shouldn't have.
Okay, and she does only have 3 events. Okay, that's fine. I was very worried.
See if you'd like.
Take a look around the cultural district. Don't mind if... Wait. There's something else here for us. What?
Banner launch.
We're currently in the... Wait, where are we currently at? So we must currently be in the entertainment district. Where's our other green stuff?
Fascinating.
It must be this red thing. Tharbad underground waterway. Well, they've got their own version of the sewer. No doubt we'll be putzing around there before too long. But before we head anywhere else, let's see if this might give us another 4 SPG.
A real oasis.
Oh, just sightseeing? But that's all desert. Oh, this is the oasis!
It's so pretty. We're definitely in Tharbad with a view like this.
Yeah, you won't find this anywhere else in Calvert. And that over there must be the 6-star hotel we'll be visiting.
So that's the Al Jumeirah Hotel. Even from this far away, it looks huge.
The Kowloon Hotel back in Longport's no slouch, but that place of decadence might as well be made straight out of Mira.
I got to check out the observation lounge when I was here before, and it was so luxurious inside. I was blown away. The city at night looks amazing from up there too. It felt different compared to Longport.
Huh, you don't say. Now I want to see for myself.
Me too. I'm sure it's as nice as Fairy says.
Alright, that's enough slacking off. Can't have you kids forgetting about work this quickly.
Ooh, are we gonna see the performers?
Yes! Awesome!
Why does he looks like he's about to fight.
Oh, they switched off! Okay.
Hey, Fairy, I think it was a different dancer before, but yeah, it is. Let's check it out.
And this gets a special animated cutscene? Alright. I assume these are Dingo's sisters. Damn.
She's way better than the other dancer I saw. It's captivating. I can hardly take my eyes off it.
And they switched off? Alright, well.
Woo, you girls are awesome! That was beautiful! I felt like I was in a dream watching that.
I know, like those 2 girls were the only thing in the whole world. Hooks, lines, and sinkers won't get you that good. So that's Central Eastern dancing, eh? For a couple of random chicks, they know how to capture an audience. And Aaron would know, actually. Man, oh man, you girls are hot stuff. And this is about to be F&V guy? No.
Thank you?
That's so much. Are you sure?
Go on, help yourselves. We've taken a real liking to you girls. All we ask is you come hang out with us. We've got a nice room out in the entertainment district and everything.
Huh? Are you guys crazy?
I'm sorry. We're still working.
What? That's not enough cash for you? Fine, we'll give you girls more, as much as you like. Just come with us already. Whoa! What the heck?
Let me go!
They're trying to kidnap them in broad daylight?
Shahina!
Imagine going to a random country and literally trying to abduct people off the streets. Hey, what do you guys think you're doing? This isn't funny. Get your filthy hands off. Whoa. Yikes. Who are you calling filthy, huh? You locals ain't worth shit. Now go on, scram. Wow, this is crazy.
Let go of them, now!
Exactly. Whoa, this isn't even entitlement. This is insanity. Exactly. She should break them. Are you two all right?
Yeah.
What is their problem?
Exactly what I'm trying to figure out. What is with this freaky kid? Hey, you two, what do you think you're doing? Get over here and... Huh? Whoa. They got him with the Vulcan nerve pinch. I can't move. Well, we got some Jaeger dropouts, I see. Sucks to be you two, having such morons for bosses. What did you say? So, you're looking for some company, it sounds like. Got yourselves a pretty fancy room reserved here and everything. The film festival's not for another 3 days, you know. What if we helped you catch some Z's until then? Hey, what's going on here? Oh, the bracers. Right on time, actually. Great! Now we've got bracers giving us grief! Shit! Just when we thought we could have some fun in this dump of a city, you guys had to ruin it! We'd better not catch you again, or else there'll be hell to pay! You hear us? Alright, bozos. Grabbing on people in the middle of the city! What is that? That's supposed to be our line. You guys were amazing! You got rid of them like they were nothing! I'm so glad to see those guys gone! What a relief! Oh, I guess I made a bit of a scene. I'm sorry. But that's what you're when you're being harassed like that, making a giant scene is exactly what you're supposed to do. It's okay, Fairy. It all worked out in the end. Right after beating them to a pulp, I guess. What a morning, and we only just got here. Hey, you ladies okay? Those guys didn't rough you up too badly, did they?
Oh, no. We're fine.
Thank you so much.
Well, looks like everything's under control here. Renton and Ismail. Yeah, I think those were the guys Jin mentioned before too. With the harassers gone, the audience members donated tips to the two dancers before dispersing. Yeah, after surviving something like that, I'm sure the tips got a big bump. Likewise, the pair of bracers resumed their patrol. So, we treated them to a meal. Here, these are on me.
Wow, really? Thank you.
You really don't need to. You've already done so much for us.
Does Dingo have green eyes? If Dingo has green eyes, that's gonna seal the deal. No, I insist. Consider it my way of saying thanks for putting on such a good show.
We make a good act, right? Especially Sarah. Nobody's as good a dancer as her.
So, Sarah and Shahina.
Shahina, stop.
I'm just glad to see you two are all right after all of that. That's what counts. I'm really sorry for just barging in like that. I could have done better. Actually, what are your names?
Oh, I guess we haven't introduced ourselves.
Sarah.
I'm Sarah. My younger sister and I dance for a living.
Shahina.
And I'm Shahina. Nice to meet you. Anyway, what's your deal, old dude? What do you all do? You don't look like bracers.
Dang, dude. But it's so funny to hear everybody call Van old, because by JRPG standards, he absolutely is. Did you just...
Shahina! Don't call him that. That's rude.
Huh? But he is, isn't he?
He's 24! Looks like I'm not the only one who thinks you look old, Gramps. Shut up! It isn't funny! Anyway. So, what happened? So, you guys go around solving people's problems? That's interesting. I had no idea there were jobs like that in the capital. Could they be the ones people have been talking about since yesterday? Wow, that's so cool! That sounds like a really, grown-up thing to do! So I'm assuming Shahina's like 14 or 15, and Sarah might be 16 or 17. It's okay. You don't have to tiptoe around me. I'm over it. He's like, you don't have to be nice. The damage is already done. Sucks to be you, Chief. Anyway, real talk. I'm glad we were there to handle those guys for you girls. Do creeps like that tend to give you two grief a lot? I'm sure they do. Actually, no. Oh, the vast majority of tourists who come watch us are quite polite. Though I can't deny that sort of trouble has been on the rise all over the city the past few days. Right, that film festival is attracting riffraff. Well, that's a bummer. Could it be because of the film festival coming up so soon? I think so. You only have to look at the parking lots to see that there's people from all over Zemuria, not just Calvard, coming to attend. So, because if this happened, okay, because Erebonia used to be like the biggest scapegoat. If anything wrong ever happened, then it was an Erebonian that was behind it, in the grand scale of things, obviously. But then we got to know a whole bunch of Erebonias, and it turned out that it was all mind control the whole time. So there were no bad Erebonians ever. And now these guys don't even get like a place to come from, but they might call them Calvardian. I don't know, I just feel like it was funny seeing the shift happen as soon as we met Reen. Because with, as far as Estelle and Lloyd's stories were concerned, Erebonians were so friggin' evil. And among those visitors are guys who think they're hot shit, making it big through investments or startup companies. Perfect recipe for fun. Given that, I can understand how things would be happening around here. I'm sorry, I don't think I know what you mean. Could you? Don't worry about it. Just stuff to do with work on our end. Well, you guys had real crazy moves when you confronted those other guys back there. Fairy was so fast, I didn't even see her coming. And you two were super quick too. Hey, you all should learn how to dance while you're in town. I bet you'd do great. I'll teach Fairy and Sarah will teach Agnes. What do you say? Shahina? I'm sure they've got more important things to do than hang out with us. I am a bit curious about how you guys danced now that you mention it. It was so pretty. You two were really amazing to watch. What sort of dance is it exactly? We come from a family of dancers that have passed our form down from generation to generation. Our mother taught us these moves. I guess I wouldn't be against teaching you a little bit about what we do if it helps keep our traditions alive. Alright, clearly it feels like we were meant to meet. If you're interested, I'd be happy to show you the basics. What do you say? It'd be cool if Agnes got a new craft out of this. Wow, really? Sure, I'd love to learn more once we're done with our work here. Well, if Fairy's in, I can hardly say no. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with you, but I'll try my best. You know, I bet there are things from it that I could apply to my sword dancing too. I might just join in on those lessons. Whoa, you can do that?
Hey, the more I think about it, the more I think you might even be able to pull off our outfits too.
Oh yeah? Sure, that'd be a piece of cake. Nothing I haven't done before. Yeah, see? Props to the localizers, because I do not think this is how this conversation... I say that a whole lot, but more and more, it's like more and more I think there's branching off stuff. Like the whole, like, Olivier's first conversation with Joshua, I very much expect that to be localized completely differently in English. So it's like, there's all, like, those situations, Falcom is still writing those situations into their games, but the localizers are changing their context, you know? Because this, I doubt he was talking about their outfits with this particular framing, you know?
Oh, I hadn't thought about wearing those outfits. Do I, really want to? I can't wait to start learning.
You kids do recall that we're here on assignment, right?
Hi, Van. Thanks for picking up. Looks like you're all in Tharbad.
Hey, stranger. Yep, we rolled in here first thing in the morning.
That's good. I hope the long drive didn't take too much of a toll on you.
He's operating on 1 hour of sleep, but he's all good.
I know this might be a little early for you, but we also actually got in by airship just a little while ago.
Okay, so Nina wants to meet up. Nice. So we'll be able to sit down and talk about the job soon. Do you want us to head over right away?
Oh, no, there's no rush. As long as we can talk by noon, any time works for us. Plus, we still need to unpack and...
Hey, Nina.
Have you seen the key to my suitcase anywhere?
There's Judith!
No. Why would I have seen that? Sorry about that. I'll see you all at the hotel then.
Sounds good. See you then.
Was that Nina you were talking to?
Yeah, sounds like she just got into town. Once we find time, we should make our way over to the Al Jumeirah Hotel. Still, that voice sounded like...
Hold on, did you say Nina? As in Nina Fenley? You guys know her?
Not really. And plus, it's kind of funny that she... Imagine hearing somebody talking to a Nina on the phone and assuming it's... I can't think of any famous Ninas, actually. But still, Nina is such a common name.
Don't mind her. She just really likes movies. Sometimes the big screen out in the entertainment district will show free movies, which we'll catch.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ever since they announced the film festival was coming to Tharbad, Shaheen has been a ball of excitement. Well, duh! How could I not be? Lots of famous actors, actresses, and directors are gonna be in town, not just Nina. Are you guys gonna go meet with her later? I'm so jealous! Do you want us to try and get you an autograph from her? She'd probably say yes if we ask nicely. For real? You'll do that for me?
Well, we can't make any promises. Only if she's comfortable with it.
Oh, that's fine. Please, I love you guys so much. I promise not to call you an old guy anymore if you do this for me.
You don't have to keep bringing that up. I think there's no escape for you, dude.
I'm really sorry about her. If you could do it, it would mean the world to her.
Anyway, we should be in town for 2 or 3 days. If anything else comes up, feel free to contact us. It'll cost you extra, but we'll be more than happy to help.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'll let you know if we need anything.
Vanna's up front with the pricing. You go to the guild, you get a little cheaper, but we'll take on stuff the guild won't do, but it's extra. After that, the sisters went back to perform some more while Van and the others opted to visit the entertainment district.
Where is... It's still... Oh, we were in the cultural... I had it backwards. I don't know why... Well, I thought we were in the entertainment district and thus could not fast travel there. Whereas instead of being in the cultural district and then being able to fast travel there, I guess. So there's... Is there a 4SPG waiting for us down here? What the heck? Alright, well...
Where'd you next?
Tharbad Station, Vegas Film, and Hotel Al Jumeirah.
This looks like the entertainment district. It's still pretty new. I think it only opened a decade or so ago. Okay, so it would have existed around the time of first chapter. It would have been only a year or two old at that time. It certainly is bustling. For real! Last time I was here, there weren't this many people. And it ain't just Calvardian tourists either. Lots of folks coming in from the Central East by the looks of it. This festival's shaping up to be even bigger than Messeldom's, especially with that parade they're putting on. And I'm sure all the people who couldn't go to Messeldom's just bought tickets for this one. Yeah, I'm excited! Look, I got nothing against a good festival or parade, but if you ask me, the real excitement's in that casino. So, we're not going gambling, punk. Not like we've got that much time to kill anyway. Let's make our way to the hotel. After that, we can walk around and do some shopping. Nobody knows how to have fun around here. Now will we be able to do this?
Not this way.
Dang, dude. They really don't want us going that way. Alright, well, we'll be back. Is there a reason that line wasn't voiced? They're grooving too. Ooh, stuff we can purchase. What is this? Specialty store Azrak. So you...
Hey, welcome.
He's not selling anything too new. Solarverse and Lunarverse. These are new. Solarverse, Lunarverse, and Stellarverse. We could not get these before. Time to cast Time Arts is cut. So we'll get one of each. Or maybe not Mirage Arts. I don't think we're really using Mirage all that much. Umbra Cracker, Cataract Wave, Tira. So they've got an expanded range of stuff. Aura Breath. What happened to Holy Breath? Chrono Break. It inflicts slow. That would be nice. And Crescent Eye grants insight status. Alright, well. So let's go ahead and get to customizing. Or what? That's the wrong one. Oh, no, it's correct. So can we open up? No, we're going to need 480 for anybody's, I think. Yeah. Fairy, 480. Well, at least this means I've been on top of unlocking stuff for people. But okay, that's fine. Instead, let's look at our plugins. So, Crest. Oh, we can give her Aura Breath now. Way better. It costs 200 EP though. Ooh, alright. And we'll take, well, her having La Forte is fine. Instead of Crest, which is outmoded. Oh, I guess we can give him, no, we'll give Van La Forte as well. So 2 party members who can use La Forte and 2 party members who can use La Crest. And we've got plenty of Sepith Mass. There we go.
Pal.
Thank you.
In love with this brand.
What can I do for you?
Ooh, new stuff. And these are pretty nice upgrades as well. Aqua Scepter. We'll just flat upgrade everybody. Custom levels. Alright, well. We don't have anything that's like a flat upgrade. Nomad Robe. 295. Yeah, she's definitely overdue. And Fairy is as well. Alright. And then everybody gets a nice upgrade. Now we're rocking with some real power.
Shadeen.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Does he have... I was about to say, there's no way he's only selling degular medicine.
We await your next
So who does...
visit.
Banner launch.
For Yume?
Thank you, Van.
Golden. Now, wait, this isn't the right way? Information. We're good on that. So now that we've gotten ourselves nice and upgraded...
There's the plaza. It's right in front of the station.
Sure dumped a shit ton of Mira into this joint.
This place houses a fancy hotel and Vegas Films. It's easy to forget we're right in the middle of a desert.
Now, what's it say?
Hush money. I deal in a legally gray business, but now I'm being blackmailed into paying hush money if I want to continue working. If you're up for giving advice, come to the stall near the casino in the entertainment district. Can we do that before heading over? Alright, now that we're up to speed on our 4 SPGs, let's hit up the entertainment district again and see what's new. Hell yeah, gotta scope out the hotspots so we can have some fun tonight. I see what you're doing, man. I'm not doing jack except working. Now stay focused. Whoa, get a load of that guy! He's so hot! Wow, you're not kidding. I think we should maybe talk to him. Come on, let's go chat him up. Hey, wait, I'm not ready to... Hey, you're real easy on the eyes, you know. You some kind of rising movie star by any chance? What kind of movies do you act in, huh? Can I get your autograph? She just didn't even wait for an answer. She just immediately assumed she was correct. You're not too far off. I act, but not on the silver screen. You've got good taste in men, though. I'll give you that. Oh, he just complimented me. I think I'm about to die. You busy right now by any chance, hot stuff? We should go get some drinks. I know a good place around here. You'll love it. Actually, he's literally on the job right now, so no. Sorry to burst your bubble, but he's with us. We're all on the clock right now, as a matter of fact. Oh, you're not half-bags yourself, tough guy. Even if you're not really my type. What do you think, hun? Aren't you into old daddies like him? Jeez, Van is getting it from all angles. Yeah, he's pretty alright. Wait, stop distracting me. So what if he's prime daddy material? Didn't you just hear what he said? Van's 24! I am not a daddy! I'm only 24, damn it! Forget it. If you two are looking to hook up, go hit up some other guys. We got work to do, right, ladies? Treating them like a piece of meat. You heard Papa Bear? Oh my gosh. Tell you what though, if we bump into each other later, I'm game to chill with you ladies. Sound good? Aw, but I want to go out now. I am so sorry about her ambushing you guys like that. You need to chill out, girl. Right, she's so horned up. This is exactly why I told you not to drink in the middle of the day, because you get like this. Oh, give it a rest. I haven't had that much, really. Sure you haven't, and your breath smells like a bed of roses. Come on, let's leave them alone already. Hey, I think when you dropped something... What is that? I can't believe I did that. Thanks, sweetheart. I owe you one. What is that? What is that thing anyway? I've been seeing it around town since we got here. Have you? It looks like it's for smoking something. It's a vape? There are vapes in these games now? What is so crazy? The first game came out in like 2004. It's an Orbal hookah, so it's a vape. A hookah? This is one of the things they sell in the bazaar, right? Yep. I guess these Orbal models are in around here nowadays. They're great. All the fun of a hookah pipe, and it's extra portable. Falcom. They were having a lot of fun when they put this together. You girls want to try a puff or two? I'll let you. They're good girls. They would never. We'll pass. We're underage. They're not missing anything anyways. Are you crazy? Your Damascus tried to get these kids to smoke. Think
for a sec. I really am sorry about her, I swear. Come on, let's get it and go already. You've caused enough trouble. That woman definitely seems to know how to have a good time, I guess. Booze will do that to you. Man, wish I could get shit-faced during the day. Lucky girl. It's festival season. We're bound to run into tourists living it up. Van hadn't talked in a while, actually. That being said, there's something else that smells about this, and it's not that woman's breath. Does he think there's something funny about the Orbal vape? Alright, so now let's see if they're finally going to let us... There's another one. Oh, okay, because one of these is the other. One of these is the thing we just got, and one of these is the one that Falcom's been trying to keep us from. So we're obviously passing that up to start with.
Whoops.
They can't keep us away from it forever. We'll see. We'll see it.
Not this way.
What the heck? Head to the Aljamera Hotel. Alright, fine. We'll go to the stinking Aljamera Hotel. We'll buy something before then, though. Let's... Oh. Yeah, I guess. Bro's having a good old time.
Take a look. What'll it be for today?
Ooh, we'll have one of everything.
Thanks a bunch.
Then you... What's he selling?
Look around all you like.
Blazing Hot Frank.
Peace out.
He's having a good old time. And we can go in there, but there's nothing of interest.
So, this is a famous
or to purchase. Dang, these really are friggin' ubiquitous. She doesn't have one. Neither does he. He's fishing. Is that legal right here? Well, I guess if he's doing it. And that guy's just got a regular old pen. Ooh, fans. The Aljamera Hotel. Just looking at it is breathtaking. Tell me about it. Last time I was here, I only got to check out the observation deck. This place screams celebrities and millionaires. Wouldn't mind staying here once just to see what it's like. Not on our budget. A night here can easily cost more than the office rent if we ain't careful. I bet. Is it seriously that much? It's definitely a place for those who have more money than they know what to do with. Welcome to the Aljamera Hotel. I take ashore Van Arkride and his companions. We've been expecting you. Our guest is waiting for you. Please, follow me. Okay, lead the way. That was an unusual greeting. What was unusual about it? Thanks. Glad you're already filled in. Yeah, I just ignore it and move on. What's weird about it? He came up, introduced himself, was able to clock us by the fact that Van has a very distinct... What was weird? Van and the others were taken to a guest room located in the hotel's upper echelons. There she is.
Hey everyone. Thanks for taking the time to come all the way out here. You must be exhausted after such a long drive.
Nah, it's good to go on a road trip every once in a while. Your trip must have been pretty tiring here too. Did you take an airship from Edith to get here?
Mm-hmm. I only got here just a bit ago.
And since she didn't have to drive, they were able to sleep on the way, I'm sure. But an airship here probably got here in like a quarter of the time.
And I don't believe we've met yet, have we?
Right, she wasn't on hand. No, we haven't. It's nice to meet you. I'm Agnes Claudel. I work as Van's part-time assistant. It's a real honor to meet you, Nina. I loved Along the Sea Breeze.
Really? I'm flattered. That was my very first film, you know.
Oh, I remember that one. Kind of plain, but the camera work was stellar. Real emotive stuff. In a way, the fact that you never overpowered any scene you were in made you stand out even more. I liked it.
Oh my, I never would have guessed you'd seen it too, Van.
Why? Is it a chick flick? Neither would I. Do you watch a lot of romantic movies, Van?
Sure, I'll watch just about any kind of movie, which is how it should be. They're just movies.
There are romance movies? I wonder if you need to be older to watch them.
Nah, not really. You're just full of surprises, huh? First I hear you've got a sweet tooth, and now this. Guess you're not as tough as you look.
Aw, shut up! A guy can be tough and like whatever he wants.
Van is completely correct.
Hey, Nina. I'm coming in.
There it is.
Heard some chatter in there. I'm guessing they're all here?
I still don't understand what in the world you...
Hi, Judith. Perfect timing.
Well, this is a surprise. Hold the... Is that the Judith Lanster in the flesh?
You all are...
Yeah. We're with Arkride Solutions, ma'am. I'm Van Arkride, head honcho. You must be the other client Nina mentioned. Pleasure doing business with you. Yeah, she recognizes us.
Ooh, we got a private deck at Aljamera? Jeez, dude. A private room, rather. That was a really amazing lunch. Thank you.
First class joint like this, you definitely get what you pay for.
I'm pretty new to all of this, but it sure was tasty, whatever it was.
So rich and a great sweet aftertaste. The camel's milk in this is better than I could have imagined. And the flavor from that fresh cacao. That's a damn tragedy you can only get the stuff locally. That's some really good chocolate cake then. We really are in a desert oasis. Hell, better than that, an actual Shangri-La. Give it a rest already, will you?
Don't mind him. You'll get used to it soon enough. I'm glad you like the cake so much. Judith and I are both big fans of it too.
And they brought out 2 big ones.
Actually, speaking of which, what's wrong, Judith? You've been so quiet. You haven't eaten very much at all either. You're not coming down with something, are you?
What? No, I'm fine. Couldn't be better, in fact. Yeah. Never mind me. Now that lunch is over, let's get to the topic at hand. Nina has more or less filled me in on what's going on. I know of your work, or what you do as a Spriggan to be more precise. Word's gotten around about you. But should we really be paying out of our pockets to ask you people to handle such an assignment?
Judith, are we really going to have this conversation again?
Look, I'm not saying I doubt your intuition, but we have to consider our positions as celebrities. That dingo Brad, was it? He seems trustworthy enough as a reporter, I'll grant that. But if things go south, the scandal could be awful.
Sure, but...
There's a big-time star for you. Keeping up appearances is priority number 1. I mean, I get it. It can't exactly be the easiest thing, calling in a favor to people who live and work in society's underbelly. But if I had to guess, there's probably a reason you'd rather not get the Bracer Guild involved either, yeah? Guess that hit the nail on the head.
Sure looks like it. Huh? To be clear, there's nothing shady or scandalous going on with us, specifically. It's just, the entertainment world is a small one. We can't rule out the chance that this is harassment from someone in the industry. But if we turn to the police or the guild, it's bound to go public, so... I understand. If it isn't a serious crime, we would rather settle things privately. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it exactly. Thank ADO someone here understands. I think we all got the idea. What isn't adding up is why we are such a big problem health-wise. Yeah, Erin wasn't here to experience why she's got a problem with us specifically. The way you keep going on, if anybody's suspicious here, it's you. Now we're getting somewhere. Erin knows how to cut through things in his own way.
Well, nobody said anything about you bringing any girls along. What does she object to that for? You wouldn't know, but last time I saw you, you were putting them in serious danger by... Wait, I'm confused. Do you know these people? So, Judith has no poker face. No, we don't? Could she be talking about the film screening? Not really. I just happened to see them at a showing, that's all. What was... Oh. Alright, fine. Certainly seems like you guys know how to handle yourselves in a rough situation. But how good are you at tracking down culprits and uncovering things quietly, I mean, if we had to say... You know, before we got here, we took a bit of a stroll around town. There was something that struck me as odd. Odd? Like what? Let me ask you guys something. Now that we've walked around a little, did you notice anything that's changed or anything that's stuck out? If I didn't know better, I'd say you're off your rocker. But in this case... Yeah, now that you mention it, Tharbad feels a lot more rambunctious than when I was here last. All right, those rowdy dudes, they did say that that was really atypical. If I had to put it into words what felt off, it would be... the number of tourists, the amount of commotion? You're talking about all the commotion around here, aren't you? There's a big film festival starting soon, it's true, but people seem to be getting a little carried away, even beyond that. Is it the vapes? It's those Orbital hookahs. Really? What do you mean exactly? Think about it like this. They're still getting everything ready, right? It's not even time for the main event. But what was the first thing we saw when we got here this morning? That this place is as busy as Longport at happy hour. Not to mention the guys who tried to start something with those sisters. It definitely feels like there's something in the air. Like, people are more prone to getting into fights. I think so too, even if I don't understand why. It's possible it's related to this assignment somehow, though. Huh. That's interesting. That's just the tip of the iceberg, though. Something about this town stinks real bad. And not to toot our own horn, but we're just as good at sniffing around as bracers, if not better. Well, you heard him, Judith. He sounds confident. What do you say? Fine, alright. I can't really keep griping when these people have clearly done their homework. I'm still not getting my hopes up too high, mind you, but I'll join Nina in making this a formal request from the two of us. Show me you people are more than just talk and deliver us results, and I want the girls to stay safe out there, you hear me? I'm not just talking about avoiding fights. The entertainment district here isn't exactly safe or a good influence in general. You two guys I don't care about. Go nuts if you want. Wow, I can really feel the love. Wait, hold on. What's so bad about this entertainment district? Let's not worry about that, Fairy. Anyway, we'll be careful, Judith, I promise.
Oh, I see you're all having a party in here.
Here it is, Gotti himself.
Hey there, Judith. And glad to see you're doing great, Nina, baby.
Huh? Wait, isn't that... Mr. Gotti? What are you doing? You can't just barge in on people?
I heard you girls were in town. I could not come over and say hello now, could I?
This guy.
We're all friends here. There's no need to be all formal.
Oh, and who might you two ladies be? You both look a little young, but with a bit of polish, I'm sure you would shine bright. Tell you what, why don't you take part in my carnal cavalcade? Get a taste of the limelight. Wait, what? What's bro talking about? Pardon me? What's a cavalcade? I don't think that's the part that you should be worried about, Fairy. Well, this guy's a piece of work. Ah, and you look like someone who'd take to the silver screen. We've already got plenty of guys in the parade as it is, but... They can never have enough feminine charm.
What can I do to convince you to get out there and cross-dress as a lady, Well, he already does that, so... Now you've done it. I'll have you know I can play a woman just fine. That said, I think I know who you are now. There's no doubt. We're looking at Director Salvatore Gotti himself. Director Salvatore Gotti.
Whoa! You mean the guy who made Golden Blood? And he's involved with the film festival at every level, as I understand.
Darn tootin'! Can't say I'm shocked you kids recognize me. You are here for my film festival, after all. I had the pleasure of seeing Golden Blood for what it's worth. The cinematography when things hit a fever pitch still didn't get in the way of how clever it all was. It's an amazing sequence. Not to mention the way the protagonist makes the audience feel right at the climax. How does the protagonist make the audience feel at the climax? Themes of freedom from oppression and a celebration of life at the same time, both coming through without clashing. It was great. Well, I'll be damned. Son, I don't know who you are, but I see a bright future for you too. You're right on the money. I wanted my main character Zoe to free the humanity and the arrows trapped inside audiences. Enough already, you two. Sheesh.
Mr. Gotti, I think that's enough for now.
If you're so discerning, then you'll have no trouble appreciating my carnal cavalcade. I can't go into details, but what I can say is that it'll bring together lots of models, dancers, and actresses, including our Judith and Nina. It's gonna make for one killer opening act for the film festival, I tell ya. Even if it'll also be garnished with some guys, too.
So that's what he's putting on. Sounds pretty fun if you ask me.
It'll be full bacchanalia. Yeah, it's gonna be all kinds of fun if you catch my drift. So basically, you're gonna build off your work in Golden Blood and break new grounds again, right? You got it! You really get what I'm going for here. Tell me, boy, what do they call you? Van Arkride. Nobody special. Just a gopher from the capital. Here, let me give you my business card. Right, he could be a very lucrative client.
Well, it's good to see they're so excited.
Those two are ridiculous. Can't President Dillon keep a tighter leash on Salvatore? Oh, President Dillon must have been that guy in the other room at the opening scene of this chapter.
Believe me, life would be so much easier if I could.
Yep, that's him. Vegas Film CEO Gaspard Dillon.
Anyway, who are these people? I think one of them said he was a gopher. Better than a news reporter, I suppose.
Oh, don't mind them. They're here on personal business for us.
Yes, they're just helping out with a bit of a private matter.
All right, I'll leave you to it. More importantly, Judith, Nina, I know you two just got here, but could you come upstairs? There's someone I'd like to introduce you to.
We haven't gotten an opportunity to ask Nina for an autograph. Who is it? Wait, you don't mean...
Come on, I need you two in the lounge on the top floor. It'll be rude to keep them waiting. We'll be taking our leave now. You too, Gotti. Hey, hold on, Gaspard. I'm not done talking to these kids. We still need to negotiate their appearance in the... Don't make me repeat myself. Time is money here. We really must be going. Right now. Got him. Hey, wait! You kids, I promise I'll be in touch. My people, your people, do lunch.
Ooh, that guy was like a tornado.
Some luck we have running into both Gotti and President Dillon of Vegas Films himself.
Mr. Dillon sure seemed to have trouble keeping Mr. Gotti under control.
Gotti's proof that you can't work in show business unless you have, well, a few screws loose.
Though, to be fair, that is part of the reason his films are so powerful. But just to be clear, not everyone working in this industry is as out there as him, I swear.
Yeah, maybe about 30% have their heads on straight. Maybe. Anyway, it looks like business calls. We'd better be on our way too. You're free to decide the best course of action while you're in town. Just make sure to report to us directly both tonight and tomorrow night, alright? Other than that, we won't tell you what to do. Make sure to have some fun at the film festival itself too if you can. Oh, you bet. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Wish us luck, ladies. We'll see what we can dig up. We won't come back empty-handed. Sounds good to me. See you tonight.
Oh, I just remembered. Hey, Agnes. Oh, right. I say, you two, before you go, can we ask for a little favor?
Earn 2 SP because we got the thing correct. Nice. And it's in English as well. I can read that. You think Shahina will like these? Absolutely. We'll have to figure out a good time to give them to her. It's 1 p.m. now. At this point, there's got to be even more people milling around. Let's do another tour around the city, especially the entertainment district. We might spot something we didn't see before. Alright, if that's the price I pay to keep a couple actresses company. You must be pretty raring to go after having that fancy cake, huh? That's part of it, but I also feel like I can start putting you guys to work in earnest. Somewhat, at least. This next phase ought to make for good real-world training. I've taught you 3 how a Spriggan operates, how they think. Now it's your turn to go out there and work like one. He's cutting them loose?
Right. Roger.
Sounds good to me. Just don't get too full of yourself with that kind of talk, man. So oh, hold on. Oh. Well, he's not the first purple-haired, noble-ish looking guy, but yes. So I'm sure these Orbital hookahs...
Oh, this is a famous Aljumera.
That's what's got everyone acting so strangely. And once we find out who's... Actually, we don't really have any indication or inclination as to who could be distributing them. But I'm sure that information's going to come to light. It'll probably be whoever they went up to meet, maybe. Alright. So that's Marcelo.
Hey there. What'll it be?
Machette strap.
See ya.
So we're not going to do his thing first. We're absolutely going to start with this thing that's been taunting us since the beginning of the last episode. Well, since the middle of the last episode. Guess it's not coming back on its own anytime soon, is it? Oh, we're about to go out. We're about to go out and be able to fight. So we'll start this one, but do the other one and then come back to this. I better round it up soon, or else its load could be in real trouble.
Hey, is it just me or does that guy look like he's in trouble?
Haven't you heard curiosity killed the cat? Keep your nose out of trouble, small fry.
Well, it might not be that bad. Maybe it's a problem we can help with. Not to mention, it might be a good way to get to know the area and the state of it.
Well, we are in the area. Might as well see what he needs. Hey, my man, what's wrong? You look a little annoyed about something. Huh? Who are you guys? Arkride Solutions. We specialize in problems that can't be left to the police or Bracer Guild. We work out at Edith, but we're out here to handle an assignment. Depending on what's bothering you, we might be able to sort it out. You could? Oh, that would be great! Wait, you said you specialize in problems that can't be entrusted to the police or the guild, right? Does that mean you won't handle anything that falls outside that?
Not necessarily. Why don't you tell us what's going on?
Well, you see, I make my living distributing fruit in Tharbad. This time, I thought I could save a few Mira by not hiring any escorts and getting through the Sand Sea all on my own. I figured it would be fine. It's a route I know like the back of my hand. No big deal. Was my deal sense off? A vicious sandstorm hit that completely threw off my sense of direction. And then, of course, monsters had to attack.
That sounds awful. I'm glad you made it out in one piece.
Sounds like Mother Nature made you pay for your hubris big time. Did she ever? Fortunately, the entire caravan made it out of that mess alive by the skin of our teeth. Unfortunately, it was only when we got here that I realized the last camel that was supposed to bring up our rear had gone missing. And that's a big problem. That animal is carrying rare food that I'd really rather not lose if I can help it. I need to hurry out there and search for that camel and the food, but I'm not sure what to do. Well, I guess, because if it ever occurred to these people to lie to us, they might be able to get services out of us for cheaper. Tell me more about this rare food it's hauling around. What sort of stuff are we talking about exactly? Probably sweets. Have you ever heard of raw cacao? It's pretty obscure, so I doubt you... I'm sorry, did you say raw cacao? Oh yeah, that was the rare ingredient inside that Nalfita stuff we had earlier, wasn't it? I don't get what the big deal is. I can imagine what it's like easily enough if it's like regular old cacao. It can't be that special. That's where you're wrong, my friend. Sounds like someone needs a crash course on cacao and how it works. Cacao beans are the base ingredient of chocolate. You get them from inside cacao pods that grow on trees, and the process is apparently really obnoxious, actually. Now, the thing about those cacao pods is that they also have this pulp that can be used too. And that pulp happens to be the raw cacao. Your average marketplace doesn't usually carry them, so they're a hard find. That's exactly right. You know your stuff. Color me impressed. Of course, I'm a man who can't live without some good old chocolate, so I've been dying to have raw cacao at least once. It's supposed to have a sweet yet sour profile, but with a little bitterness thrown in that makes it addictive. A real Central Eastern delicacy. We get it, dude. It's the greatest thing on the goddess's green earth or whatever. You don't have to give us a lecture about it. And what do you mean you can't live without your chocolate? You make it sound like you'd croak if you don't get your fix. There goes Van. There's nothing stopping him now. Wow, I'm learning a lot today. Now you've got me curious what it's like too. If you guys are that interested in it, I can let you all sample some of it. Assuming you can find my camel that's carrying my stock a bit, mind. It's not every day you get a chance to dine on some genuine raw cacao straight from the source. This might be something the guild could totally handle, but hell if I'm gonna let him edge me out of this. Let's go ahead and do it. We don't usually take this sort of work, but I'll make an exception this time. We'll take the job. Are you sure you can handle it? I don't want to pressure you, but you'd be doing me a huge favor. Well, if our boss says it's okay. Besides, we don't want your camel to come to harm. We'd be more than happy to help. Yup, we get to save an innocent critter and have some yummy food afterwards. This is the best job ever. Yeah, look at us. Real pack of professionals here. I was interested in checking out those sand dunes, though. Seems like I get a decent workout there, so hell, I'm game. Then we're all in agreement. We're off to the desert to find that camel. Before we take off, do you happen to remember where exactly you were attacked by those monsters? Let me think. You know, believe it or not, I'm pretty sure it was actually close to town. Looking at the map, once you're in the sand dunes and head a little to the west, you'll find the spot, so we won't get to fight that much. Gotcha. West it is. I have to imagine the camel can't have gotten that far. It must still be wandering around there somewhere. We'll start at the site of the attack and fan out around that. Sounds good to me. We'd better hurry. We don't want that camel getting hurt.
Let's hurry up and finish this.
So, hump hunt started. Sand sea.
Heading to the objective.
Okay. And so, the thing we're looking for is there, but whoa, there's a lot of stuff here. Alright, give me one moment.
Do we really gotta cross this thing on foot?
And I can't speed up either.
It has to be a crime for it to be this hot in October.
Come on, you guys. Less whining, more moving.
Yeah, let's all listen to Fairy. But, let me go ahead and collect everything here really quickly.
Not this way.
This is bad.
The dust is making it hard to see. Pull back, or else we'll get separated.
Well, that's one way to stop us from going too far, but there's There's more stuff over there, though. Alright, well, I guess we can't get literally everything. And our camel should be somewhere around here. Or not. Alright. Looks like we found some cargo. Doesn't seem to have been dropped that long ago. Maybe it fell off when the caravan got attacked by those monsters. I don't see any camels anywhere. Think those monsters gobbled our objective up? Aaron! Don't say things like that! That poor camel! I'm kidding, small fry. Chill out. Let's assume it's still with us. We need to figure out what direction it went once it got separated from the caravan. Well, it can't be in an area we haven't already explored. Given the climate and heat, my bet's that it either took off for a watering hole or went to find some shade. But according to the map, there's nowhere to drink water around here, so shade it must be. Actually, camels don't necessarily need an oasis or anything to stay hydrated. The cacti. They can break off cacti and suck up the water that's inside. Even the crew can do that all the time when they have to work in real wastelands and stuff. Nice. I think you're onto something, Fairy. Any camel worth its salt in the desert is bound to know other ways to find water. That's interesting. I wouldn't have considered cacti. What do you know? I actually learned something new from our pipsqueak today. Stop it, you guys. You're gonna make me blush. But unfortunately, I don't see any cacti that have been nibbled on recently looking around. Well, what if it went somewhere to try and get out of the sandstorm first? I could see someone taking shelter and staying hydrated using the cacti here. Then how's about we try heading in, say, that direction? Looks pretty rocky. Probably makes for decent protection against the winds around here. Yeah, I'd say it's worth checking it out. Let's see what we can find over there. And because it's a giant trek, give me 1 second. And there's our camel being accosted. Hey, look what's under attack. Ah, hell, that must be our camel. Better step in before things go south. So, I haven't actually fought anything. My feet feel like boulders at this point. But now isn't the time to complain. That's right, we've got a camel to save. I do plan on clearing literally everything here out. I'll do that off screen.
You'll pay for that.
Go ahead and drop ourselves a chrono drive.
Initializing drive.
I should check to see how much aura breath costs. And since she has nothing else to do, we have so many things that are weak to Earth. I think Earth has been pretty evergreen. Alright, one of these. Some real power. You actually probably don't have to.
Hit 'em fast, Barry.
Yeah, we might as well, right?
Activating skill. Boost gauge limit broken.
Yes, ma'am. Let's have. Well, let's have Fairy, because she's the only one who can drop her. Whoa! That wasn't supposed to happen. Whoa! Alright, so these things have some moves. An aura breath costs 180. Yeah, right? That's a little much. We'll line them up like this. Just for you to move out of the way.
You'll pay for that.
And then Van for the SCLM. Need to do that so to make sure we have as much range as possible. Alright, well, 1 is better than none. But 2 is better than 1. Alright. Oh, there's only 1 left. God dang! It must be because they're airborne. We have a significantly, or maybe it's impossible for us to hit them from this particular trajectory.
Deploying shield.
Alright, well, whatever. Zero arts? Sure, let's bust out the cataract wave. You escaped it last time. You won't do it this time. easy.
I did it!
Well, that was fun. Whew. That had me worried for a moment. Nah, we were in control the whole time.
I know. I'm just glad we were able to find the camel in one piece. Judging by those cactus chunks, my hunch was right. He must have been thirsty and came over for a drink. I bet he's pretty tired from hauling all that cargo around for so long. Poor guy.
What about the goods? Is that raw cacao stuff still intact? Not that I care that much. It just sucked to come this far and have nothing to show for it. Let's find out. Hold on a sec.
Are camels usually that?
Well, they probably are. I've never seen a camel, obviously, so... Well, how's it look? Is our work paying off or what?
Oh, I'm so anxious. Van looks so tense, it's rubbing off on me now. Van?
From there, the party rounded up the camel and brought it back to the merchant in Tharbad. Is there something up with the cacao? Whew, thanks a ton! You kids saved my hide! You guys were out there so long, I was starting to get worried I'd sent you to danger or worse. You did, but... Thanks for dragging this poor guy back. Now I can finally rest easy and get on with my business. It took a little effort to track him down, but by adios we managed to wrangle him up. I was expecting to get a little exercise out of our desert trek, but it gets pretty rough out there.
Definitely. The glare from the sun is so intense, not to mention all those clouds of sand. I'm glad we're back in town. That's okay, because all that effort's finally about to pay off. We're gonna be able to have some of that cacao, right?
That's what we're about to find out. The cacao pods themselves look just fine, but what about the pulp? Is the raw cacao inside still okay? Well, about that, did he lie to us? Or did the camel eat it or something? I opened one of the pods up, and luckily there was hardly any damage inside at all. Oh, okay, cool. It's a miracle they emerged out of that ambush in this state. I'm incredibly grateful. So yes, you all have definitely earned some raw cacao. I took it and made some juice with it for you all.
Cacao juice?
Well, I guess it's probably just like a super thin chocolate milk or something. It's got a distinct flavor to it, but hopefully you'll like it.
Wow, it's white! I would have thought cacao pulp would be dark in color like chocolate. That's so interesting. Yeah, it doesn't resemble chocolate at all, but it still looks amazing! I can't wait to try it!
Makes sense. You'd need the beans in order for it to be brown. Anyway, this stuff isn't going to drink itself. Here goes! Van and the others took a sip of their raw cacao juice. Well, damn, this stuff's pretty legit.
Yeah, I feel more energized just drinking it. It reminds me of fruit juice from the south. I'm also amazed at how different it tastes compared to Malfina, despite coming from the same plant. It's just a little bitter, but that doesn't stop it from being really smooth to drink. I like it.
Hell yeah. This is even better than what I'd heard. The balance of sweetness and sourness is just perfect. I can see myself getting addicted to this stuff. I'm impressed it doesn't take much pulp to get such a dense flavor too. Definitely something only Mother Nature could cook up. Really, it's wild you can make such different things with the same cacao pod between this stuff and chocolate. I'm glad you all like it so much. Sounds like I made the right choice rewarding you with it then. I'll be sure to deposit some good hard mira as soon as we're done here, of course. Right, because we were about to have to ask you for a bit more, buddy. Sounds like a plan. Thanks for the drinks. Couldn't have asked for a better bonus. Not at all. I'm the one who's grateful. You went out and saved my camel's life. That was no small feat. I can only thank Arusha for guiding us to one another. Farewell, friends.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
Agreed.
Mira deposit confirmed.
And we'll probably be able to head there at our leisure. Yeah, we can go out to the Sand Sea anytime we like. So right now, we do not like. We're still exploring all of Tharbad, and that includes Oh, the place that we're going the wrong way towards. We were heading right back out to the Sand Sea. So I'm wondering... This is Marcelo, the guy who needed help with some shady business. So it's a lot clearer why he can't go to the guild.
Hey there. See
We
ya.
already bought the machete strap. Hey, are you the guys I think you are? Yeah, we're with Arkride Solutions. We're here to take care of the Forest PG you left. I take it you're Marcelo, the guy who posted it? Yep, I'm your guy. Boy, am I glad to see you. You wrote that somebody's demanding hush money from you to stay quiet about your gray market business. This merch must be what makes your little enterprise not quite squeaky clean, eh? Huh? I don't get what the big deal is. He just has lots of stuff. It's probably all counterfeit. Oh, wait, if you look closely, the brand logos look weird. What gives? Ah, I get it. We've got stalls like this back where I'm from. Except the stuff those guys have tends to be more bogus looking. Okay, so these are much more similar. Yeah, you got me. I sell bootleg stuff. Or as I prefer to say, high-quality imitation goods. Huh, sure. Makes you sound just a hair more respectable, I guess. Still a fraudster at the end of the day. No, that's just the thing. I'm not out to scam anybody out of their hard-earned Mira. He's probably upfront about the fact that it's not legit. I always tell them upfront that my stuff's fake, so they know exactly what they're getting when they purchase it. Wait, really? But why would anybody buy fake stuff if they could get the real ones? Well, that's the thing, because they probably can't get the real ones. Because you can get fake and look real fancy for a tiny fraction of the price. There's demand out there for what I offer, I tell ya. Oh, I guess that's one way to look at it. Do the actual makers of the originals know what you're doing, though? Don't worry about that. That'll be fine. Wouldn't they try to sue you if they found out? Like I said, I'm not out here telling folks that this stuff's the real deal. That's straight up illegal. But if I sell it all as imitation stuff up front, then I'm just barely in the clear. At least that's what I like to believe. I'm no lawyer, but I'm pretty sure this is all still against the law. You're making Mira riding on the coattails of real designers without their permission. Yeah, well. I mean, you're not wrong, but still. Straddling that line is how you get by selling these bootlegs in broad daylight. Until someone tries to extort you so they keep quiet about the illegality of it all, that is. So Van's already clocked what's going on. Not that he didn't have all the pieces, obviously. So let's hear it. Who's giving you grief? That's what makes this whole mess so tricky to deal with. It's a cop who's threatening me. Oh! Oh shit, for real? You're not pulling our leg, are you? Yeah, I find that a little hard to believe. Oh, Agnes, you sweet summer child. It's true! If he reported me, best case scenario, I'd be kicked out of here. Worst case, they'd book me. Bastard says if I don't want that, I have to pay him in order to get him to look the other way. I've got until tomorrow to get 30,000 Mira together. Jeez. Or else he's gonna raise hell. Look, I'm not stupid. If getting myself arrested is what it'll come to, I'll just close up my shop. I don't want that kind of trouble. But don't you guys think demanding hush money out of me is absurd? I don't know if I'd call it absurd exactly. I see why he'd do it. But it does tell me this town's got crooked cops. You bet it does. That's why I reached out to you folks. I want you guys to track this guy down and get him to stop. He wants us to put the squeeze on an actual officer of the law? Man, Spriggans can do a whole lot, I guess. There's nobody else I can turn to. I sure as hell can't talk to the other cops, and the guild is off limits too, given what I do. And there ain't no way I've got 30,000 Mira to spare. My sales aren't that good. You guys have to help me. I'm begging you. That's not for you to decide, pal. What's it gonna be, Chief? We doing this or nah? Alright, we're on it. We'll have a word with your cop buddy. Really? Oh, thank you! Things might not be all that above board here, but what this guy's doing ain't exactly legal either. With any luck, if we play our cards right, we might be able to get him to back off without you having to close up shop.
But how do we find this bad cop anyway? That's the question.
Well, how about you guys go about looking for one? You kids are smart. I want to hear my assistant's opinions. Nice, making your lackeys do all the hard work. I see how it is.
It's hard to know where to begin. All we can really gather from the seller's testimony is that the police officer in question is male. But I'm sure there are lots of male police officers in this city. That's hardly enough to narrow down a culprit.
Yeah, guess our only option is to start chatting up pigs and see what we can get out of them. There you go, Aaron. Cut right through the BS. Let's go fry ourselves up some bacon. Only question is how to approach them. Can't exactly just waltz up and ask, "Yo, you got any buddies who are bribe-taking rats?"
True, that would just provoke them, and goddess help us if we ask the culprit on accident.
They'll cook up something, he'll cook up something for us to get fried with.
I know. What if we pretend to be customers who lost money to the seller ourselves?
Huh. You lost me, Pipsqueak. What do we get out of going to all that trouble?
I was thinking you'd give us an idea about what the police are doing about our clients in the first place. If we know what they're doing about guys like him, maybe that'll give us a clue that points us toward whoever's threatening him. Oh, I see! That's a smart idea, actually! Good thinking, Fairy!
Sounds like we're gonna have to pound some pavement, but hell if I can think of anything better to do. I'm game.
Oh, I didn't think it was that clever, but think it'll work?
Yeah, that idea's got potential. Pretty sharp for a newcomer, actually. Well, we'll try your idea and see what it gets us. Now, let's roll.
Time to start working.
So we just have to look for some coppers. They're trying to, and then this is where we're headed after we get this set. Whoops.
Ladder launch.
Alright. We have no connection events. Alright, so cop number 1. Okay, she seems to be on the up and up. I know this seller said the cop threatening him was a guy, but best not to leave any stone unturned when investigating things. Excuse me, you got a second to talk?
Sure, no problem. What can I do for you?
Yeah, we just realized we got scammed into buying some fake souvenirs by a street vendor we ran into. We tried to demand our money back, but the guy won't hear any of it. Is there anything you can do to help? Doesn't feel fair for the guy to leave us high and dry like that.
Oh wow, that's unfortunate. I'm really sorry you had to deal with that. If this were any other time, I'd be more than happy to go over and try to help you all. Unfortunately, with the film festival nearly upon us, we really have to pick and choose what problems get priority attention right now.
Yeah, well, typical.
Does that mean you won't be able to do anything today? Sadly, yes. Damn it. Those bootleggers are a real handful, just in general. It's difficult for us to keep them in check. But just to be clear, I do absolutely intend to help. I don't want scum like him to get off scot-free. I'll give you a complaint form. Once you filled it out, can you bring it to the station when you have time? It'll have to wait until after the festival, but you can be sure I'll recommend he's at least warned, if not outright removed. That's fair. We can do that. Thanks for taking the time to listen to us.
Okay, time to hit up another cop and see what they've got to say.
Honestly, she handled it pretty well.
She's got stuff that she has to prioritize, of course, but definitely made us feel like she's gonna help. I do trust her word. Ew. This guy, he's not shooting straight. He's got a name. Ugh, just once. I wish it wasn't so blisteringly hot. Sorry to bug you, pal. Got a minute? Sure. You guys need something? Yeah, we just realized we got scammed into buying some fake souvenirs from a street vendor we ran into. We tried to demand our money back, but the guy won't hear any of it. Ah, bootlegger trouble, huh? Yeah, we've got a handful of those around the city. I feel your pain. Those guys are smooth talkers. They can get you to part with your money before you know it.
You're telling us? Is there anything you can do to help? Well, I'm gonna be frank with you. Do you think that those guys is like playing a game of cat and mouse? You can file the papers and serve them a warrant, but another one will spring up and take their place. It's a pain to be out some money, but it probably wasn't that much you lost in the grand scheme of things, right? I guess so. Then I just take the hit and move on, sad to say. Be glad that that's all it costs you to learn how things work around here. Oh, it's our fault we got scammed, is that it? I thought the good, upstanding officers of the law were supposed to care about justice. Don't get preachy with me, kid. Fact is, we've got our hands full and we have to pick our fights carefully right now. With all the security we have to provide for the actors and venues, we're swamped as it is with this damn film festival. Hell, we've had to call in additional help from other precincts so we have enough boots on the ground. Look, I get you might not like it, but we straight up don't have time to pursue every little thing that comes up right now. It sucks for me too. All these damn tourists make it tough to skip out on the job. Ugh. So he's just lazy. I heard that, you know. But if that's the way it is, I think we're done here. Come on, guys. Okay, time to hit up another cop and see what they've got to say. Sounds good to me. Yeah, after having talked to him, I don't think it's Kelvin. No friggin' way! What is he doing here? Oh great, it's the Spriggan and his lackeys. What are you people doing out here of all places? What's going on, baby? Do you know these people? She doesn't even get a name? Relax, we're just here out on business. Sometimes the job takes us out of Edith. We aren't glued to the capital, you know. I'm more curious what you're doing all the way out here, detective. A bit out of your jurisdiction, ain't it? Guess our big city detective here has got some time to kill if he's able to take his lady friend down to the film festival. Shut it! I'm off duty right now, so what's it matter to you? Besides, she wants to see the film festival too, you know. Just don't go causing me any headaches, alright? Last thing I need is you all getting in the way of my vacation. Wouldn't it be easy to just pretend we're not here and go on with your date? You need to learn to chill out sometimes, pal. Alright. Okay, so yeah, he has nothing to say. I'm like, what the heck? Alright.
Don't be shy.
We've already bought her thing. So who is... Can we go this way? Yeah, this seems to lead to a new street.
Whoops.
No reason to go out that way? Alright, well. Let's see what we can find at the cultural district. Any of you coppers out here? Yes, we've got one right on the horizon.
A real oasis.
Does this guy have a name? Camilo. Hey man, got a few seconds to talk? Certainly. How can I help you all? Yeah, we just realized we got scammed into buying some fake souvenirs by a street vendor we ran into. We tried to demand our money back, but the guy won't hear any of it. He what? That's outrageous! I'm sorry you all fell victim to that. It's this guy. The Tharbad police view the rampant counterfeiting in this town as a serious problem in need of addressing. Your case deserves urgent attention from us. Rest assured, that seller won't get away with this. He will be brought to justice, I promise. So every other cop has been like, we're super duper friggin' swamped, go away. This guy, he's like, everything else must come to a grinding halt for this one counterfeiter. Well, glad someone out here cares about the little guy. Of course! It's an officer's duty above all else to keep the people of this city safe. I'm more than happy to assist. Tell me, where is this scam artist located? It's on the street that runs by the casino. Oh crap, did I make a mistake? Should I have made something up? No, that's okay. I think it'll all work out. That street, huh? I've never heard of any bootleggers operating there before. Wait, you know, I just remembered. The higher-up said that we're supposed to prioritize the film festival for now.
Yep, see? The change-up was instantaneous. So as much as I'd like to drop everything and investigate this cellar, I'll probably have to wait to look into it another day. But don't you all worry. I'll do everything I can to make sure you folks get every mirror back. It's Camilo.
That's good to know. Thank you for listening to us.
Cool. We'll look forward to hearing good news then. What? Is it something about his wrist? Huh? Or huh? What's his deal? Alright, I think that's enough sleuthing around for now. We got a bombshell to deal with already.
We do? I mean, we talked to a bunch of people, but it sure didn't feel like we heard anything that big.
Dude, was his uniform counterfeit or something? Speak for yourself. There's one part that's definitely been nagging at me.
Me too, although I'm not certain whether it's especially significant. What? You're telling me I'm the only one that didn't pick up on it? Man.
You'll figure it out once we check back in with the stall owner. Let's head back to his place and touch base. So I guess we can ask if the guy was black-haired or brown-haired. So, you went straight to the source and talked to the cops, huh? Makes sense, I guess. How'd it go? Did you guys manage to turn anything up about that crooked ass? Oh, we turned up quite a lot. In fact, I'd say we just about hit the jackpot. I'm confident that we found your man.
Already? That was fast!
The power of a Spriggan.
Wait, we have? I didn't realize that at all. I can understand that. It was easy to miss, but there was one officer that rubbed me the wrong way with what he said.
Well, if you're feeling so confident, it's gotta be that one, right? I want to bring you over so you can confirm whether or not we've got the right person. You mind coming with us?
Sure, no problem. I couldn't forget that face even if I tried. I remember it clear as day. Did you happen to catch a name? I'm curious.
Of course. Our dirty cop is none other than...
Vernier. Who's Officer Vernier? Was that the woman? Did she actually have a name? There's no way. I looked directly at it.
Officer Camilo. At least that's what he claims to go by. Who knows if it's legit?
Wait, what? That guy? Are you for real? He seemed super nice. Out of everyone we talked to, he was the most fired up to help us.
Exactly. That's problem number one. Vernier was willing to hear us out too, but she herself said that the local bootleggers are hard to shut down.
She did have a name. I don't know why I thought she didn't. I was looking dead at it and instead of reading her last name, I guess I just read Officer Woman or something.
And as Kelvin put it, trying to bring him in is like cat and mouse. They'll just scatter everywhere on you and crop up again later. Plus, with the festival occupying the force's attention, they're in no position to devote resources to anything other than serious crimes.
That's right. Despite that, Officer Camilo very clearly said he would absolutely arrest the seller who scammed us. It wouldn't be all that unusual if he was simply that dedicated to his job, but you have to remember, when we mentioned that it was this stand specifically, he suddenly sounded a lot less interested in helping us.
Huh, that's strange. What does it all mean? Think about what you would do if you weren't on the up and up. It all starts to make sense. Our man in blue wasn't interested in helping us. He was just looking for a new mark. A new mark that he can try and squeeze hush money out of in the exact same way he has with you. Oh, I would have thought that he didn't want to potentially expose himself by having us find out that he was crooked, but I guess it'd be our word against his, so. But once he realized he'd already hicked you up, he suddenly had a bunch of reasons why trusty law enforcement can't help us today.
That makes sense. I can see how someone like him would think that. But so far, all that shows is that he looks like he might be crooked. Don't we need more evidence before we can pin the blame on him?
Funny you should say looks. That's the second problem with him, actually. There was something off about his uniform. We can't rule out that he might not be police at all, let alone a rotten cop. We may be dealing with an imposter.
Oh, damn, are you serious? But he was clearly wearing his uniform when I talked to him. That makes him about as legit as it gets, doesn't it?
That uniform is exactly what's wrong with him. It looked off to me too. The race car cuffs looked fine. Was it the belt?
Oh yeah, now that I think about it, his clothes did look newer than the other officers we talked to. I hadn't thought about that.
How are we supposed to tell they look new?
Tharbad is a desert city with a lot of sand blowing around. Officers try to stay neat, but it should be a bit of a struggle. Obviously, it's not impossible that it's a coincidence and his uniform just happens to be brand new, but when you think about that and the way he talked to us, that's enough to lean toward him being the culprit.
Yep, couldn't have said it better myself.
When you guys put it like that, I can see what makes him suspicious. We should definitely talk to him again. That asshole! I tried to be polite with him thinking he was an authority figure, and now it turns out he's not even a real cop!
He won't get away with making a mockery of me! Where is he? I'll kick his ass! Whoa, slow down there, buddy. If our hunch about him being an imposter's right, we gotta tread with caution.
What? Why? What's the big deal? Pretending you're a policeman isn't exactly a casual prank. It's flagrantly illegal and extremely risky.
So basically, he could react insanely violently.
So the fact that he's doing so in full broad daylight in a massive city must mean
he's got bigger fish to fry. He's after something more than just shaking down random hawkers for shits and giggles. Exactly. Until we figure out what exactly it is our man's after, it's best to try negotiating with him while trying to suss out what's up. Let me handle the talking here, alright? You keep your distance from him. We don't want anything happening.
Don't worry, we'll do our best to make sure you come out on top. I hate not being in control of this situation. Alright, I'm trusting you guys to come through.
Alright, now with that settled, we should probably take this guy over to see Officer Camilo.
Yeah.
Go ahead and see what's up. Hey, mind if we have another chat?
Oh, hello again. Is there something else I can...
Right, so it's time to be real. I'm a Spriggan, and these are my assistants. A concerned citizen, you see, hired us to help with a crooked cop trying to shake him down for hush money concerning his bootlegging. Right, demeanor completely changed.
That's an interesting assignment you've been given. I fail to see what this has got to do with me, though. Like hell you do! I recognize your smug face anywhere, asshole! It's him! This is definitely the guy! If you don't want to be put on trial for extortion, you'd better back off right now, or else! Whoa! Take it easy, mister! I really can't understand what you're even talking about when you yell like that, sir. If I happened to say anything to you before, then very well, I take it back. Easy enough, right? Does that make you feel better? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to leave. I'm really busy right now. Huh?
What's the rush, pal? We're not done talking. I don't think my client can take you at your word. You know, given your rampant history of lying.
I don't understand. What else do you want from me?
Well, how about you give us your full name and precinct? Oh, right. If he's a legit police officer, we should be able to discern that. We can, you know, run that by the Tharbad police and make sure you get a commendation for good service. Even if you came in from a different part of the country to help out, they should still have no problem looking you up. Right, Van is like, you can try to lie like that, but we've already got your number. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? You can show us your badge too. We can look up the details, no problem. Whatever works for you.
This is ridiculous! I don't have to put up with this! If you keep this nonsense up, I'll arrest all of you for disturbing the peace. Oh, so you'll take us down to the police station, right? They'll know you're a fake right away if you do that, you dummy! Little bit. You really are an imposter! What
What kind of cop talks to civilians like that, huh? Bastard, you'll pay for making a fool out of me. Let's go. Watch him pull out an orbital gun. You dumbass, don't... Oh, he's got a knife. Stay where you are. That's it. I tried to keep calm, but you just had to get ahead of yourself. I think it's time you shut the hell up. Huh? I tried to warn you, dude. Oh, crud. We're starting to draw some serious attention because bro pulled out a knife. He got caught and immediately started trying to slash the place up. Everybody, please calm down. We have the situation under control. Shit. Could this get any worse? He's right. I don't want this to end with the client getting stabbed. On the one hand, I probably can't guarantee his safety unless I give up on apprehending our imposter. On the other, this guy really seems like bad news. I can try to take him down, but we might not make it out unscathed. Alright, so we're going for the chaos option. We're gonna capture the imposter. We're taking him in. Get ready. This could get messy. I told you to stay away! Ugh! Got him. Eat shit! Ugh! That all you got? You can keep fighting if you like. I enjoy a good tango. You get what we're saying? Surrender now if you don't want to get hurt. Now, what's it gonna be? Damn you. Guess the odds are stacked against me. Are you alright? Oh no, you're hurt! Here, let me treat you. Hey, can one of you contact the police for us? Although it wouldn't shock me if they're already on their way with how much of a scene we've made. On it! Yeah, he got slashed up, but at least the police officer didn't get away. And this is probably the gray option, or chaos, I'm fine with either. Before long, the police came rushing in. Once informed of the situation, they took Officer Camilo into custody. Soon enough, it was determined that he was one of the Devonsey brothers who were wanted in Edith. And so, the case of the extorting imposter was laid to rest. With the culprit now apprehended, they all made their way back to Marcello's stall. I'm sure we can heal a cut, no problem. How are you feeling, Marcello? You're not too hurt, are you? Nah, nothing I can't handle. I shouldn't have charged in and confronted the guy like that anyway. I definitely owe you guys. You've done a ton for me. Thanks again for everything. I'll make sure your reward is worth it. Hey, we won't say no, just keep the bootlegs to yourself, alright? Don't worry, I wasn't going to pull that on you. Still, it sounds like there's another guy like him if they're called the Devonsey brothers. Yeah, I can't believe we confronted a wanted criminal. It sounded like they just stuck to Edith before. Wonder why they're here. Because there were a lot more marks here, obviously. Probably thinking they can use the commotion from the film festival to make a killing while the killing's good, plain and simple. If his brother is out there, it's probably safe to assume he's already up to no good, whatever it is. Agreed. All we can hope is that whatever he's doing, we don't get more work on our desks because of it. Oh, we for sure will. Just keep this all in the file cabinet, and in the meantime, let's find some more work to do.
That's a wrap. Love
Nice.
to see it.
Pick the right option first time around. Yeah, more chaos. We're fairly chaotic. I think at the moment, chaos barely edges out. Why are those two dots white? But I think at the moment it just barely edges out the other thing, gray. And what are we doing right now? Explore all of Tharbad. All right. Ooh, we can't go in here, can we? Nightclub Lelouch.
Whoops.
All right, so we'll be there later.
Hell yes! This is what I've been waiting for.
Don't get too excited. You're still on the clock.
Where is... Oh, we have to go up. I'm like going in and out trying to figure out where we're trying to head. And there's nothing we can Dingo and Bermati?
Well, look who it is.
I had a feeling I'd run into you all sooner rather than later.
Why is he still dressed in his work clothes?
I see you guys have had no problem getting settled in and working here.
Forget us. Last I checked, you weren't supposed to be here till tomorrow. I never thought I would see you hanging out with Bermati either.
My schedule got bumped up, so I ended up running into this guy on the train.
And here I was going to try and surprise you all later. I even made Dingo keep it a secret too. In my case, there's a bartending tournament taking place at the same time as the film festival, which I've been invited to.
I guess that's why he's dressed in his work getup. A bartending tournament? I guess it's a test of how well you can make different drinks and how quickly and accurately you can do it.
To even have Van here with me? Oh, it must be fate.
Okay.
What else could it be?
He's got his nails are painted too. You don't realize that when he's standing behind the thing. Yeah, no. I've had run-ins with cops more fateful than this. Well, at least it explains you two being an odd couple. I assume this has nothing to do with you lining up for SPGs, and you're out here to cover the film festival? Not the sort of beat I'd peg you work in. A little normal compared to your usual fare, isn't it? It is what it is. There's something that caught my attention that I'm trying to look into. What do you mean? Does it have to do with the film festival? Is it related to Nina's request somehow? No, it's something different. Though granted, I can't entirely rule out them being related at the moment. It's probably the Orbal Hookah thing and it lowering people's inhibitions. Boy, that sure answers a lot. Is this that scoop you're always pursuing on the down low? Never heard what the deal is there. Well, how should I put it?
Forgive my interruption, Mr. Brad, Mr. Bermati.
Who is this? Some guy. Now this is a surprise. What is it?
I'm terribly sorry to bother you, sir. You have a call waiting for you. A woman going by the last name M.A. contacted the front desk.
Oh my gosh, Marielle, dude. Say what? Isn't that the reporter? Marielle? Oh, you mean that gullible reporter we saw back in Longport? As I recall, she works for the Tyrell Times and has the hots for old Dingo here. Big time hots. Do you have a scorching date planned all the way out here? Sounds like things are really blossoming between the two of you. Like hell they are. I specifically told her to keep away from me for this trip. Well, see how good that turned out. Sorry, I'd better take care of this. I'll see you all later. Well, and I guess Marielle probably doesn't have Dingo's number, otherwise she'd just call him. And the worst part is, she definitely asked for it, and he was like, no. Poor guy, always being put through the ringer by that girl. He just can't seem to keep her hanging for long. Anyway, that bartending tournament I was talking about is being hosted at the Al Jumeirah Hotel. Oh. I'm going to hang out here a bit longer and then make my way over there. If I hear anything interesting, I'll be sure to get in touch. In the meantime, good luck, everyone. Sounds good. Can't wait to hear what you dig up. Thanks, Bermati. Good luck with your tournament. You should treat us to some cocktails. You know, taste testing before the grueling competition. Aaron, no! We're here to work. Oh, Bermati's gone. And now we can buy... Oh, we can buy stuff from Bermati? Alright, well.
Welcome to my adult oasis.
So, it's all the same stuff. Ooh, and I bought that hummus and then didn't actually... This is probably going to be fairy. Yep, red garlic hummus. That sounds so friggin' good. I might go and get myself some Mediterranean food once I'm done recording, but that's future Pharaoh. Current Pharaoh has more of Tharbad to explore. And did we already buy from? Oh, we already did. This is our old buddy Marcelo. All right, so that's that. Now, what's going on here? It's near the guild. And there's another grayed out thing there.
Come and see if you'd like.
Wait, is this guy? Oh, I guess they had a really good time with the Orbal Hookah, huh? So let's first... Okay, I guess that must mean someone that we can... If it's a grayed out dot, it must mean someone that we can converse with. Oh, the twins! We can give them their stuff! Or the sisters, rather. Hi, everyone. It's nice to see you again. Hey, Shahina. Hi, Sarah. Is this your home? Yep, it's pretty small, but it's home sweet home. Honestly, pretty small. That looks nice. I wish we could bring you inside, but we've got another performance coming up soon that we need to get ready for. It's no problem. Good to see you ladies are keeping busy, honestly. Haven't run into any real trouble since this morning, I hope. No, luckily. Thank you for asking. Alright. I just got... So them not letting us into their home is setting off my Falcom alarms. They might be the ones who we end up fighting. Like, they might be the villains of this thing. Because why aren't you letting us inside your home? What aren't you trying to let us see? We've been getting bigger crowds than usual, but luckily nobody else has acted strangely. Maybe they heard about how you guys saved the day earlier and that's made all the other weirdos think twice. We can hope. Still, I'm tired. I'm gonna stop by the hammam on the way back. I'm guessing that's this place's version of the Loyally or sauna or hot springs. That sounds nice. Hopefully that'll keep your spirits up until we're all done. Well, if any more asshats try to creep on you girls, let us know. We'll sort them out just like the others. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Well, we'd better get back to work. You guys are pretty handsome, but if you're thinking of making a move on Sarah, I'd think twice. Does she? She probably has, Prince Shahid's eye. You know why? Because it looks like she's got a boyfriend. Oh, really now? Well, your sister's such a catch. I'd be shocked if she didn't. Don't be surprised if I whisk her away if he turns out to be a loser, though. Van, Aaron. Shahina, what are you doing? We have to go. Coming. See you guys later. Why aren't you letting us into the place? And it's probably Shahid. Oh wait, the autographs. We forgot to give them to her. I wouldn't bother right now when they're about to perform. I'm sure we'll see them again. We can make Shahina's day then. Don't recognize this number. Hello there. I take it I'm speaking with Fairy's employer? How did Holly get our... Dingo, probably. I'm the owner of the inn you all are staying at. Do you have a moment to talk? Oh, sure. What's up? There's a man who dropped by earlier and asked to pass along a message. Probably Renee. He has a job for you, and he wishes to meet in person to discuss the nature of the request. Gotcha. Well, I can't make any firm commitments, but I'm down to hear him out. Where's he at? You will find him at the public bath in the cultural district. He said this isn't an urgent matter, so you can take your time if you have other work. That's all he had to say. Thank you. So, we're gonna get to see what the hammam is like. Huh. Wonder what he wants. Perhaps there's a problem with the baths? Maybe. Hard to know for sure till we head over there and see what the deal is. If you're right though, we should help him out. It's scorching hot, so now's a perfect time for a good soak. Normally I wouldn't be on board with enabling your weird sauna obsession, but I'll allow it this time. Me too! I'll do anything to help beat this heat! Then let's head over there as soon as we're ready. Yeah, I feel like going to a sauna in a climate like this is asking for heat stroke. Yeah, somebody just said it's hotter than Gehenna. Oh, this is wrong. I like all the little... What the... Oh, I thought that was a penguin! Okay, I'm not sure what I'm on. Maybe I'm just hungry. But let's go ahead and save our game. And then we'll head in and see where the plot takes us next. No idea who this guy is. Manager Jom.
Hey, Mr. Jom! Nice to see you! Oh, hey there, Farida. Wow, you certainly have grown since I saw you a year ago. And I take it you're the Spriggan Hala told me about. Yep, name's Van Arkride. Normally I work out of Edith, but I'm here for a job. Hala told us to come meet with you. Why don't you tell us what's going on and we'll see what we can do. Alright, it's probably easier if I just show you. Follow me. Did the water dry up? Yeah, this place should probably be flowing with water. Well, I can see how you might have a problem here. Where's all the water? Normally, I get it pumped in here from the oasis through the underground waterway that runs around here. Aha! Here's how the underground waterway plays into things. Unfortunately, it suddenly stopped coming in this morning, and it's been like this ever since. That's definitely a little concerning. Does this sort of thing happen often? No, almost never, believe it or not. There was one time when the oasis itself dried up about 20 years ago, but that's about it. 20 years ago, around the time where Cassius would have been active, I guess. Back then, a renowned scholar investigated the problem for us and constructed a water management system that's handled any problems. Oh, cool, they made an underground aqueduct for Guy. Who would that be? Hamilton, maybe? He must mean Professor Latoya Hamilton. She's famous for handling the waterworks out here. It didn't just restore the oasis to where it was at before. In fact, it became several times bigger. So, a lot of the prosperity of this place can be attributed to Hamilton. And she is probably married as well, if she's Central Eastern, but with the last name Hamilton. It sounds very white. Her work is said to be directly linked to Tharbad's rise as an entertainment destination. Yeah, exactly like I just said. That's right. What that woman did was nothing short of a miracle for our city. I happened to catch a glimpse of her, and she seemed incredibly kind. And a real beauty, I might add. And considering the fact that she's like over 50, well, you can be over 50 and be super hot. You don't say. Anyway, getting back to the problem at hand. If nothing's wrong with the oasis, then that probably means there's something going on in that underground waterway you mentioned. Yep, like a monster we gotta kill. That's what I've reckoned too. I really want to get this figured out so I can reopen my business and get back to serving customers. Unfortunately, the guild's so busy right now that they can't send anyone to take a look until at least tomorrow. And he'll be losing boku cash until then. I know it might cost more to get it done sooner, but do you think you all would be able to handle it instead? Basically, you want us to play plumber instead of the guild like they're supposed to. Is that it? I think we should do it. Sarah and Shahina are supposed to come by here after work. I'd hate to see them disappointed. Me too. I know this is getting off track from our main assignment, but is there any way we could help him out, Van? Yeah, alright. We'll do it. But you're right, pal. It is gonna cost you more. In addition to this guild standard work fee, I want a free bath for everyone. Deal? Okay. So it's not gonna be an upcharge, just free service. I think that can be arranged. Deal. So, in that case, you'll need this to get down there, a key of some kind. Obtained a key to the underground waterway. When you leave here, take a right and you'll find an old maintenance way. You can climb down into the waterway from there. But be careful, monsters do tend to get down there at times. That shouldn't be a problem. Thanks for the tip. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get those pipes fixed so we can get our bathing on. So, ooh, and we can't, use bath. That's what we can purchase from him. But all right, this, and it's right here. We spied this earlier, and like I commented previously, it sounds exactly like the underground subway tunnels. Yeah, let's unlock the door to the waterway so that we can make our way through. Cool, now we can enter. Actually, I wanted to ask before we go in. You seem to be thinking pretty hard earlier before you accepted this gig. I thought that just meant that Van was, this might not have been, like, the story progressing one before, and they changed it, but didn't want to change up the animation. Something seemed off about all this? What?
Good eye. I didn't realize anyone was paying attention. Yeah, there's something. It's just a hunch, but considering nothing else has gone wrong the last 20 years, the timing of this sure seems fishy. We think this might be terrorist action? I don't know what it is, but it doesn't feel like a coincidence to me.
Now that I think about it, the odds of this happening purely by chance do feel awfully low.
Exactly. Plus, it didn't sound like there's been weird gang or monster activity lately, which makes us even more suspicious. With all these threatening notes going around and everything with the Genesis, this feels like an omen.
It reacted! Did it react because somebody said the word Genesis?
Talk about timing.
What the heck is down there?
Your guess is as good as mine. Now stay sharp, everyone. We're going in. Enter the underground waterway? Yep. And actually we're going to fast travel to our... Whoa.
This is surprisingly well lit for an underground waterway.
Yeah, you can see light pouring in from the surface even.
There doesn't seem to be much water flowing though.
And whatever's responsible is waiting for us up ahead. Just be careful. No such thing as being too cautious when our warning alarm lights up.
Agreed.
So can we... Nope. There's no chefery that we can get up to at the moment, but that's alright.
I see me some nobodies.
Yeah, these things probably suck compared to us. But there is some good stuff down here. But this waterway is beautiful. This is definitely the best looking underground anything we've ever come across in a Falcom game. So aesthetic.
Looks like some good loot.
If there weren't monsters and this was a real place, I'd probably hang out down here. So who's got mind one?
Switching to maintenance mode.
Go ahead and update you real quick. There you go. And we can finally take this impede off of her. She definitely wasn't getting any use out of that. Oh, check that out. So we've got a little bit of puzzle action going on here. It won't budge until the water's high enough. Okay, so that's a short... So these are shortcuts back then, or shortcuts to other areas, maybe? Whoa! Okay, and that's an item that we're not going to be able to get just yet. I see. So we've got future rewards awaiting us. This place... Oh! Hamilton! I was wondering why this place looks like this, but it's no wonder this looks so much better than any other underground place we've ever been to. Heat broke. Because it was designed by one of the three disciples of Epstein. And she would absolutely make sure that this place had just as much form as it did function. I'm not certain what hit us. Okay, we can't go up that way anyways. Will we be unable to, So there is one thing that could happen. If we raise the water levels, I'm wondering if it'll flood out all these EXP bags that are floating around.
That looks like a nice chest.
Sepith. Delicious, nutritious Sepith. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Then... This is the way forward, and there's no items that way, so there's no point in backtracking. Ooh, we could clobber all of these. But I feel like,
Water's kind of running on low right now. Still, it's impressive that people can normally use so much water when they're living in a desert.
Yeah, being down here really makes you appreciate Professor Hamilton's handiwork.
Ooh, almost did something we weren't trying to do. So we can chef it up here. Red garlic hummus.
Got it! I'll try my hardest. I did a taste test first.
All right, and I'm sure she didn't die, so I'm sure it's all good. So let's upgrade This is the wrong option. We can probably, we probably want to set on yeses up first. 480. We can do one person's. 960, 720. Yeah. And so in that case, now, let's go ahead and set ourselves some quartz.
Switching to maintenance mode.
We'll do we have a second? We don't have a free Airyverse. We do have a cast 2, however. We can take off a van, which I'm not... Okay, can we make ourselves another cast 2? We can. And they're only 150. And actions are also only 150. So this, we're about to be golden. So, a cast 2 for you. And we'll give Aaron the action to. Where? Oh, there it is. And does Fairy have a cast? She does not. So I think instead of evade, we'll give her the cast
skills
2.
updated.
Alright, so before anything insane happens, we'll save. And if we need to, I'll rerun this gauntlet, but we should be fine. Whoa! So, this thing is siphoning up all the water. Frugal Phantom Tree Hydra Nubia. A giant plant monster? It's huge! That explains where all the water went! Must have grown nice and strong, soaking up sunlight and drinking straight from the oasis tap. Look what else is down here, too. A Genesis? On a random monster? A Genesis? How in Adios' name did it get there? Watch out, everyone! So this thing is super duper amped. Overgrown bastard. Time to take it down. Come on!
I'll take you on.
Why is Van in the back row?
Cypher activated.
Call allies. Alright.
Perfect chance.
She'll... let's have her drop a flaming prayer, actually.
Breathe onto us. Van!
One chrono drive. And one La Forte. With that, it inflicted blind. That's okay. And we don't have any... Well, we don't have enough for anybody to drop their S-Craft yet, actually. Paralysis spores. There it is. But we're all paralyzed. Okay. Sewage breath again.
Do your worst.
Fairy is gonna
would work here.
unparalyze. Sure's ailments. Let's get the She Knows Yellow on him. Right.
Go time! I'll crush them all at once.
Everybody gets some.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
We've got a free additional amount of
Boost gauge limit crushed.
S boost coming our way. That's it. Van.
Good luck.
Why is? Huh? Is it because we're out? Is it because we're out of range?
Show me what you got.
Okay, because the weak thing was disappearing for some reason.
Flames protect us. Activating drive.
All right, she'll Aura Breath.
Thanks, I'll take that.
It's 180, but it's worth it. And we also need an Aura Veil because we can drop our S-Crafts now, but Let's, do we have any other items that cure? We do not. Let's have Fairy Flaming Prayer again. Can't move. Right. Gotta keep this live. And he'll instantly be able to, speed us up. Well, that's not good.
A boost would work here.
It would. Let's have her...
Are you alright?
A-res up. Eat some of this. And then Fairy and Van can both go in. So let's do so.
Activating skill.
One for you.
Gauge limit broken.
And then another for you. A double up, actually. Right. With the 0 arts, sure. Well, on Yes is up next. Let's actually have him breath. Oh my gosh, we're not doing that again. Breath is completely done.
Activating drive.
Call allies. Probably should have waited on that a bit. Or do we have... What if we get... What if we get all of them with these? Vital Roar. That heal for 6k. Right?
Let's party. Got a whole
Okay. Gotta do what we gotta do. See, what we're trying to do is to get Aaron... Okay, 88. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, she was about to go down. Nope.
Boost gauge limit increased.
Paralysis spores.
Do your worst.
Energy output at maximum.
And we're all stuck. So let's go with this. We're very close to being in there. We just need to heal ourselves up. Or cure ourselves, rather. The stun! Got him! And we have a crit that we can't do anything with. That sucks. But one refreshing veil should heal us all up. Yeah, see, I already figured we would put a heaping helping a hurting on this thing.
Do your worst.
You'll...
Energy output at maximum.
Let's, Van is 22 CP away. So this milk gelato, all for you.
Love me a sugar rush.
All right, get in there. 5,000. And Fairy's up next with her own critical.
It's go time.
5,000. If we cure that, how many? He's got one turn of paralysis left, so let's have him feed on Yes something.
Good luck.
There.
And then we should be able to use his S-Craft. Yep, there it is. Vital Roar. God dang it. Just barely missed our window. Yeah, we would have won.
Boost level maximum strength.
In which case, we'll just... Is it not weak to anything? Wait, that's us. How do we, I've forgotten how to view, enemy info, but that's okay. Let's go, let's be safe with light. Downer spores.
Bring it on.
Ooh, that almost killed us all. But we're actually close to the win, so... 7,000. And after Van goes, that thing is up next.
My exhaustion's catching up to me.
Let's cure her paralysis with one relaxant.
Feel heavy.
We'll be all right, especially because we've got Nurse on yes on the case. All right. Yeah. There we go. Was probably super duper unnecessary, but no, we didn't kill it. It must only have like 10 HP left or something.
Activating skill.
Gotcha. Get out of here.
That's how it goes.
Most excellent.
Stop here.
And aim leveled up as well. Ha! Burn in hell, asshole. Ha! Is everyone all right? Yeah, that was hard, but we did it. Whoa. Is that the maid? No, it's not. What's that? An angel? Whoa! Get down! Okay, it helped us. It stole the Genesis. Oh no! Son of a... You evil Malak! That belongs to Agnes! So the real fight. How the hell did it block them all? Whoa, everybody got.
Van! That was too dangerous.
Why are you taking all the damn blows yourself?
It's my time to shine again.
We got to bear the nightmare now? And this time with Aaron in tow.
It's you.
Mare!
There you are. I can take it. So let's just do this.
What are you in such a rush for?
I mean...
Oh well, the Grendels all...
Whoa.
There is no need to bear a nightmare, for you are already one made flesh.
What's going on? What's happening?
What's happening?
What's wrong?
What's going on?
He looks like he's in real pain. Stop the process, or he's going to...
I'm not doing any of this. Wait, could it be?
What? What's wrong? Good stuff.
I don't think so.
You're not going near him.
Oh. What's wrong with the process?
Van, pull yourself together. We're right here with you. Please, try and stay calm.
Anya.
It's coming. It won't stop. So, what? Is it... Who's this?
What just happened? I see I made it in time.
Ha. So, this is random. There's no way she's joining, is she? She's legit, too. She noticed all the irregularities in Van's data must have led her here. Got him. MTSG, haven't we seen that somewhere before?
I don't know who you are, but this man has entered into a contract with us.
There's somebody who said it was back in Reverie, where it was like, they were surprised that the president of Calvard was able to make contact with them, and they were able to actually get into the secret space for Ouroboros.
If you intend to harm him, I will be forced to respond in accordance with company policy.
So they're the real... No wonder she's the real deal, because that company was already shown to be the real deal.
I see. So you are affiliated with them, are you?
Who is... Oh, that must be the Malak.
We have recovered our target. There's no need to continue this battle any longer.
No, it's not. So they're definitely, she's clearly dressed like Altina used to be.
Farewell then. With me, Ishtanti.
Alright, well, we immediately know what's going on with them now. Interesting.
What is that thing?
A clear upgrade to something we've seen previously.
An angelic puppet?
No, they still have the Genesis.
Yeah, but we had more important things going on, honestly.
We couldn't have got it back off of them if we tried.
It's a small miracle we all came out of that unharmed as it is.
What happened? Van? Back to normal, huh? Are you alright, Van? What about you? What about when you were hurt earlier? That's just a scratch. I'm more worried about how damn tired I feel. Looks like Mare Bear just took off without saying anything, too. Figures. Is everything you people make a frickin' mystery? Sure wasn't expecting you to drop in as emergency backup either.
Supporting our clients is my primary duty, and one I take great pride in. My fortuitous timing also helped me to contextualize the peculiarities in your previous review.
Okay, she speaks like that, huh? I really screwed up on this one. So, Van leaving so much stuff out and sending over such wonky data made them suspicious. Oh. Can't say this is how I thought our first meeting in person would go.
I find these circumstances rather surprising myself.
What the hell? She shows up out of nowhere and you're acting like you've known each other for years? They probably have. I remember seeing your face on Van Zypha. Who are you? And if I may ask, what company are you affiliated with? Sorry, guess I never explained this part. I'm fine now, thanks.
My apologies for my belated introduction.
Risette Twinings.
My name is Risette Twinings, and I work as a concierge.
Another Risette in a JRPG, huh?
My employer is Marduk Total Security Company, a private military company.
So these guys must be several cuts above Jaeger Corps then.
Mr. Arkride here is a valued external tester for our company, and someone to whom we owe a great deal.
So, it's them who he got his stun caliber from.
It is a pleasure to meet you all.
Alright, cool. But does that mean the Legend of Heroes trails through Daybreak? Does that mean we're not recruiting Judith then? Or maybe we're just gonna get both, and then we'll get both the other guys, Alright, and we're gonna get both the other guys in the next chapter, maybe? The Marduk Company? That's not the first time I've heard that name recently. They do security, I think, and I believe they're based outside of Calvard.
Correct. Their main headquarters is located in the Ored state.
Okay, Ored. So Ored's been mentioned a couple of times, and I know we know characters who hail from there, but Marduk is probably going to be the standout thing we know them for going forward.
While still a young company, it already enjoys a large customer base within and without Calvard.
Right, when you get the job done as efficiently as they do, it's no wonder.
As I mentioned, Mr. Arkride is contracted with us as an external tester for our Tactical Research and Development Division.
Yep, that's how I wound up with the program for Mare and my trusty little stun caliber. We're equal partners in this endeavor.
Beyond that, in recent times, we've developed ties to various nations' public security apparatuses, as well as most every mercenary enterprise.
So, just like almost every other corporation in this game, they've got their fingers in every single pie.
We even maintain a technological partnership with the Warriors of Kruga, albeit only in a partial capacity.
So that's why Fairy's not familiar with them? Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Although, I've heard rumors about your company before, but that's an awful lot for one private military company to handle.
Does that mean that Marduk basically divides its business between its general security and its tactical research and development divisions? You guys must be swimming in cash these days. Taking up more and more market share as you supply tech services to militaries and Jaegers alike sounds like a hell of a recipe for success.
Leave it to Mr. Arkride to employ such sharp assistance. It pleases me to see the next generation is coming along well.
I wouldn't be surprised if Risette was maybe like a year or two older than Van. I ain't looking for anyone to succeed me here. They're just part-time helpers around the office, that's all. But enough about us. You still haven't told us what the hell you're doing all the way down here. I understand how dedicated and responsible you are as a concierge, and I appreciate how much you guys value me as a tester. And to be clear, I'm grateful for all the maintenance work you do remotely for my Zypha too. You've been a big help. Yet coming out here like this, that gets into stupid levels of service. I know for a fact you've got other stuff to do. So why go to all this trouble, huh? What's going on behind the scenes to make you drop everything and wander on out here? I suppose I can fill you in on what's happening, but on one condition. You agree to tell me about the anomalies surrounding the shards in your hollow core, as well as that stolen device. Do we have a deal? That's a lot to ask. This chick plays hard. You may rest assured, I'm merely joking. You don't need to go into such detail. There are two reasons as to why I've traveled to Tharbad. One of them was indeed to make direct contact with Mr. Arkride. After all, I couldn't help but be concerned when our previous call was cut short in the manner that it was. It's because Van hung up on her? Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean for it to be such a big deal. You sound like someone trying to explain to his girl why he was two-timing her when you talk like that, you know. Yikes! Agnes looks super tense. More like super jealous. My other reason for coming to this city is to investigate the film festival in person. By her lonesome? I guess, okay, well. Say what? Well, she is with Marduk private security, whatever. Why would you need to do that? Quite simply, it is related to the Meseldom Film Festival that was set to take place 2 months ago. It has to do with the circumstances surrounding its cancellation. You mean that racial terrorism stuff? No kidding. I think I'm seeing where this is going. As you all know, Meseldom was forced to cancel the festival after receiving a terrorist threat and witnessing a wave of suspicious fires. The city, along with the local security company that was forced to pay a fine for the resulting breach of contract, requested our services. That incident appears to be linked to Tharbad's festival, which has received greater attention than was otherwise anticipated. Okay, so basically they got paid to be out here, in a manner of speaking. As a result, the decision was made to dispatch me to reassess the company's risk evaluation for Calvard. So that's what's going on, huh? Now I get it. I'm sorry, but I think I got lost somewhere around Meseldom canceled. Basically, if I understand her correctly, Risette is here to evaluate Calvard's security risks nationwide. That way, she and her company can be prepared to provide any necessary services if and when they're needed. That way she talks, it sounds like Calvard's hardly the only one her place keeps a close eye on. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna turn out that they've been operating in Liberl, Crossbell, and Erebonia, but super duper extra ultra behind the scenes. Hell, it sounds a lot like how Heiue's elders tend to think. These guys have got their fingers in some pretty dicey pies. I completely understand your concern. It is certainly true that Marduk makes its money from wars in national-scale law enforcement. On the other hand, we also take pride in demonstrably contributing in part to regional security. Right! You guys definitely deal in a whole lot of violence, but you do a lot of good works too. We also help to combat criminal cabals and other such groups, including ones that have seen their threat level grow inconceivably large. You're talking about I guess it only makes sense that your company would be involved in that, too. Sayue? Wait, what are we talking about? Or Almada, obviously. So, long story short, circumstances more or less forced you to come out here anyway. I wasn't the only factor. That's all I need to know then. I won't pry any further. Is all that to say that you're basically on loan to us? If so, I'll give you free rein to act however you deem fit while we're here. Your skills are even better than I expected now that I've seen him in person. You've got my trust, Risette, don't worry. That is very reassuring to hear. It will be a pleasure working together with you in person, Mr. Arkride. Really? So I guess, okay, they're ramping things up. I expected for it to be one chapter for one new party member, but I guess that might be exceedingly slow for Falcom standards. So, because that'd be like 8 chapters of introduction, or 9, because the prologue was us getting used to Van, really. Van and Agnes. Wait a second, does this mean? Yep, she's joining the team. Are you saying we have to team up with this chick? You sure you don't want to give that some more thought? If you guys feel that strongly about it, I won't force you to work with her. But you all saw what happened back in the waterway. I don't think we should look a gift horse in the mouth. Well? I guess you've got a point. We're dealing with that girl and the angel thing, and they both ran off once they got their hands on the Genesis. We might not have hard evidence yet, but if I had to point fingers at who's behind it, I know who my first guess would be. Almada? Yeah. I agree. It's entirely possible that Almada could be lurking out here too. Man, Almada is so much more capable than Ravash ever was.
I cannot claim to be fully aware of your specific circumstances, but our analysis does suggest that's quite possible. Having said that, I also believe that it's too early to rule out other potential actors as well.
That is true. There's so many other shady organizations that could be involved in this.
To that end, I will do whatever I can to help, even if I'm still relatively inexperienced as a concierge. Also, regarding the anomaly between Mare and Mr. Arkride.
Is she gonna keep it on the hush-hush?
It's rather curious to see an AI with no will manifest and react in that manner, as well as for its user to be covered so densely in shards.
Is that what's happening when Grendel is summoned?
I may, however, be able to devise a treatment to address the symptoms of such unforeseen outbursts.
So, okay.
I speak not only as a professional, I sincerely wish to help on a personal level as well.
Alright, cool. She likes Van.
Oh.
You're really something.
I understand that I may be imposing upon you, and that you all may have trouble accepting my presence. I truly do. Regardless, would it be alright for me to accompany you all for the next few days while you're in the city?
Yeah, I'm sure it won't stop there.
Risette, it's okay. You don't have to be so hesitant. We would be happy to have you with us. In fact, it would be really reassuring.
Right, we saw how awesome she is in a fight.
Yeah, those wall things you used earlier were really cool too.
Hell, if anything,
Wait.
I wouldn't be shocked if you turned out to be more reliable than our chief here.
Wall things and the blue hair? Hold on. We've seen both of those two things before, actually.
Hey, watch your mouth. Not that I can disagree.
Thank you, Miss Clodell, Miss Alfayed, Mr. Wei.
Did they introduce themselves?
And from now on, I, Risette Twinings, will accompany you, Arkride Solutions, during your 3-day mission in Tharbad.
Well, alright then. After that, the group enjoyed a nice, milky batch of chai, courtesy of the inn's proprietress, as thanks for all of their hard work. As they did so, they summarized to Risette the sequence of events up until their current mission for Nina Fenley and Judith Lanster. They delved into the Genesis and the Grendel, as well as the crimes committed by Almada, revelations that stunned the concierge. For her part, she swore to keep what she learned strictly confidential and not divulge anything to her employer without permission. Wow! Really? Alright, well, cool.
Such sincere consideration for their circumstances further cemented the newfound trust Arkride Solutions had in Risette. She did save our friggin' lives, so it makes sense why we would be very quick to trust her. And plus, Van's been working with her for a while, too. Soon enough, with the sun setting, Van fully recovered and regained his stamina. The party decided to venture back outside, both to find a place to eat at for dinner, as well as to report back to the actresses on their progress. October 5th, 6:02 p.m. So, we've picked up new personnel since Judith and Nina last saw us. Now this is more my kind of scene. A city only really comes alive at night if you ask me. You know what that means? Time to hit the streets and see what sorts of joints with foxy ladies they've got around here. Aaron, do grow up. I don't know what these fox ladies you're talking about are. All I know is I'm starving. Don't mind him. He's just driving with his pants, you might say. We've still got some time to kill before our meeting. Let's take another look around town while scoping out somewhere to sit down and eat. I know it's not the most efficient way of going about things, but it's how I do it as a Spriggan. Hope us just meandering around a bit doesn't drive you too up the wall. Oh no, not at all. I'm actually quite interested to learn. I've wanted to know more about your work for some time. To summarize, the plan is to check for new 4SPG requests, responding to them as necessary while continuing to survey the city on foot, yes? Then, when the time is right, we'll make our way to the Aljamera to report in to Miss Fenley and Miss Lanster. Is my understanding correct? Wow, you didn't take long to adapt to how we do things. Seriously, it's like she's been with us this whole time. She kind of has, actually. Quick, Agnes, you've got to contribute something. Something? She's like, I'm not trying to lose. Oh, yes, we still need to deliver those autographs to Shahina. Hey, you're right. I forgot all about that. Me too. Do you think she's home by now? Nah, not yet. Don't you remember? She said she wanted to stop by the hammam on their way back from work. Good point. I'm sure it's reopened by now. Might as well stop by and see how they're doing. Sounds like a plan. Well, what are we waiting for? No time to lose. Let's get to work, everyone. Indeed. Lead the way, everyone. I'll follow along.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Ooh, nice. A big payout. Risette joined the party. So, how old? Okay, we will drop. How do we... Is it tactics? Alright. And I do want to see... Alright, Van... It doesn't say how old they are. I'm going to assume she's 25 or 26. But we're going to go ahead and we'll do our walkabout, and we're gonna call it a part here. So definitely join me next time for more Trails Through Daybreak. Bye for now, guys.